It's Tuesday, November 25th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, in the hot seat, Nova Scotia Power reps to answer questions over billing and safety concerns at a government committee meeting. Your top news headlines just ahead.
And perfect preserves for our holiday haul. This time, the folks from the PEI Preserve Company are joining us to share their customizable gift ideas. That is in our second hour.
Plus, do you have a hard-to-buy-for guy on your shopping list? We can help. We'll get great guy-approved suggestions a little later. All that and so much more just ahead on the Tuesday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Hello, come on in. It's Tuesday, 6:01 here. It's November 25th already, so you know what that means. Do the math, ladies.
1 month until Christmas.
1 month until Christmas. So it's a good thing we have lots of gift ideas on our show this week to help you make those suggestions. Get that done if you've got people on your list you need to buy for.
Oh gosh, especially if there's a person who's hard to buy for. Sometimes that can be the men in our lives.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to those suggestions a little later, because that is my husband.
It is for sure. Now, let's talk about getting out the door for people today. I had a very, very thick layer of ice. I had to get creative, like to dig in there and to get like fine purchase on that. Like it was intense.
Yes, you definitely build that arm strength. Just trying to get it off.
For sure, my arms are going to be just like
jacked.
Yeah. So how cold and what are we looking at today?
It is another cold start to the day. Last night we saw temperatures really cool off, so quite brisk into the overnight hours. That carries into early this morning. So you're going to want to layer up, and as Crystal mentioned, allot that extra time to kind of get that ice off your car early in the morning. Later today, we will be seeing above seasonal daytime highs for much of the region. Sunshine returns for the most part. We're still having some lingering flurries and/or showers across parts of Atlantic Canada. Not too bad of a day, though. Kind of like yesterday.
Okay. Yesterday was a horrible day. You know, I'm not a person, but that was drizzle in all directions. So
you know what?
I do not want that again.
I agree with you. It was supposed to clear for the most part.
Yeah.
It did not.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's like walking around in that thing at the with like in the vegetables at the like the
yeah, the little mister.
Yes, it was like the grocery store experience.
Okay, Crystal, well, it should be a little bit better today. Here's a look at St. John's, Newfoundland. It is 1 degree early this morning. We are going to see a bit of sunshine in, but first starting off the day with a chance of showers and/or flurries that will clear, supposed to clear into the afternoon at least. As of right now, -4 degrees when you head outdoors in Fredericton, -5 over in Moncton, -1 starting off your day in Halifax with -3 in Sydney, -2 in Charlottetown. So over to our satellite and radar, we do have a bit of flurry activity tracking across parts of Atlantic Canada, as well as some showers. Into the afternoon, for the most part, we should be seeing either mainly cloudy skies or a mix of sun and cloud. Wind will be picking up today across the maritime region into Newfoundland and Labrador as well. As of right now, 28 kilometers per hour for sustained wind in North Cape and in Canso, 15 in Miramichi, and 11 into Moncton. In terms of wind gusts, only 1 at this time, 37 kilometers per hour in Canso. We'll take a look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. Representatives from Nova Scotia Power are set to appear at a government committee meeting this afternoon to answer questions on billing and safety concerns. PCMLA Kyle McQuarrie, a member of the Natural Resources Committee, said in a news release that he requested the meeting after constituents reached out to him regarding inflated power bills. Nova Scotia Power dealt with one of the largest cybersecurity breaches in the province last year and has previously said some customers' bills were impacted as a result. Since the breach, the utility has been issuing bills based on estimates of average usage, which many customers around the province have said are much higher than previous years. A wind project involving the Member 2 First Nation has passed the environmental review stage. The project is set to begin construction in late 2026 and expected to generate 432 megawatts of electricity from 54 wind turbines that will be about 222 meters long. The province says the project must comply with 58 terms and conditions aimed at protecting the environment and human health. The government estimates the project will create 350 to 400 construction jobs over a 2-year period, and then 20 to 35 full-time jobs once it's operational. New charges have been laid in the ongoing investigation of a double homicide of a Dieppe couple 6 years ago. Police have charged a woman and 4 men with conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the double homicide of Bernard and Rosemarie Saunier. The bodies of the 78-year-old man and 74-year-old woman were found inside their home in September of 2019.
It's not over when the first charge is laid. It's over when the case is solved. And in this case, we knew that there was more to be done. And although it's taken this long, we will never stop until all avenues are properly investigated.
Jansen Brian Baker of Moncton was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in this case in 2023. Monique Alicia Boyer, Jesse Todd Laug, Nicholas Daniel Bain, and Christopher Allen Lennon are the other 4 accused of conspiracy to commit murder. All 5 are scheduled to make a court appearance next week. A Cape Breton man has been charged with second-degree murder in connection with a woman's death. Police officers responded to a call of a woman in medical distress at a house in Hillside, Bullardry, Sunday. She died of her injuries in hospital. 40-year-old Sloan McDonald of Sydney Mines was arrested at the scene. Police say McDonald knew the victim but haven't released any other information, including her name. A person has died following a fire in Sydney Mines over the weekend. It happened at an apartment complex on Main Street Saturday night. The remains were found after the fire was extinguished. The body has been sent to the medical examiner for an autopsy and to confirm the identity. The cause of the fire itself is still under investigation and is considered suspicious at this time. A 23-year-old Havelock man is facing charges after shots were allegedly fired at a home in Digby early Sunday morning. RCMP say they arrested a suspect after being called to a break and enter at a home on West Street. They believe the man broke into a gun cabinet in the house and used it to shoot at another house. Nobody was hurt. Dallas Troy Doucette is facing more than 20 charges. He remains in custody after a court appearance on Monday. The attempted theft of an ATM in a small community store left quite an expensive mess to clean up. There was plenty of broken glass to deal with as thieves tried to get the cash machine, which was on its side in the middle of this New Brunswick store.
We meet here around 6 o'clock in the morning and we go for our coffee, but the whole front of the building was smashed in. So there was glass and beer bottles and there was a little bit of everything everywhere.
CTV News did reach out to RCMP for an update on the investigation, but we did not hear back before news time. Finally, a new light show in downtown Halifax, and this one is celebrating curling. Yep, you can see it on the old library, which is on Spring Garden Road in the city's downtown. Titled From Pond to Podium, the 2.5-minute display commemorates the sport and its roots in Halifax, along with the local icons who've made the sport even more popular. So that includes Colleen Jones, who was also recently inducted into the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame. And it runs in conjunction with the 2025 Montana's Canadian Curling Trials, which run at the Scotiabank Centre until November 30th.
Ooh, how responsive they are. I know that they're going to have these shows all winter, basically into January. So cool that they're able to adjust into a curling one.
Yeah, it's so gorgeous, too.
They're really neat.
It is really neat. A lot of thought goes into them. Very on theme always, too.
Yeah.
And really lights up a corner of the downtown that really has become a bit dark.
Yes.
Right? It's a corner park that people cut through quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, nice to have a different show. They're always on theme.
Check it out. Yeah, it's great. It's free. It runs on a loop. You can see it continuously. Okay, let's talk about this. This is something that we were talking about with my friends the other day. When it comes to getting gift ideas, you can always ask your loved ones what they want, or maybe ask ChatGPT. More Canadians are turning to artificial intelligence to help them with their holiday shopping. This person's typing in like gifts for my girlfriend. Like seriously, a survey from Shopify found 64% of people polled indicated that they'll use AI for at least one shopping task this holiday season. For Gen Z shoppers, that covers people between the ages of 18 and 24. 84% use AI regularly.
Whoa.
So I was like, well, how would you use it? And so you might look for gift suggestions for the particular kind of age group or particular kind of person with certain interests. A friend of mine uses it to see what's in stock and where things are.
And it's accurate, hey?
I don't know. I've never used it, honestly, for this.
Wow.
I've never used it at all. Really.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I use it for? Cleaning.
Oh, how
Yes,
so?
you've told me that.
Yeah, I've taken...
It'll clean your house for you? Because that's great.
That's awesome. Then I'll definitely use it. All right.
I wish. No, I'll take pictures of something. I'm like, I can't get this stain out, or I can't figure out how to like clean my kettle, or like clean the inside of my like reusable coffee mug. I'm like, oh, I can't get rid of these coffee stains. And it will give me, I'll take a picture, it gives me advice on what to do, and I will compare it with other articles online. It's
but it gives
pretty
you a place
spot
to
on.
start.
But I never thought about for gift ideas. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Denture clean. Let me see if you click denture cleaning tablets. You can use that for overnight in your reusable coffee mugs. If you got stains.
You gotta try that.
Great tip.
Yeah, and it's minty fresh.
Ew.
It works.
All right, where are we going
I've got
on the show?
96 tablets if you want
I
one.
love it. Well, there
Okay.
we go.
A first look at your national and international headlines still ahead on this Tuesday morning. And Latavia also has a first full look at the forecast as well. Good morning to our viewers in Uptown St. John. It is quiet there this morning. Latavia will have details for the Port City when we return.
Good morning, Atlantic, Canada. The time now is 6:14. We're taking a live look at Antigonish. -1 starting off your day. Quite a dark start to the day as well. But we are going to see sunshine in your area as the sun begins to rise. Weather is brought to you by ALC.ca, and it's quite a cold start to the day for much of Atlantic Canada. As of right now, -4 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton, -5 in Moncton, -7 into St. John, New Brunswick, -3 degrees in Charlottetown and in Halifax, with -2 in Sydney, 0 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. Pretty clear skies for much of the maritime region. We are going to see a bit of isolated flurries for parts of Cape Breton Island starting off the day. And we do have mixed precipitation returning for Newfoundland and Labrador. I'm looking at a chance of showers and or flurries for those provinces. And we are going to see a bit of some isolated flurries tracking across parts of northern New Brunswick, as well as into parts of Cape Breton Island. Quite light and spotty in activity, though. And then into the evening hours, we are going to see a few clouds roll back in. Temperatures cooling down yet again, but it's going to remain quite warm today compared to yesterday's forecast. And then into early Wednesday morning, we do have another warm day ahead with a bit of sunshine, but also going to see precipitation move in. This low is headed our way. So if you're wondering about precipitation totals, it's going to remain quite light. We're not going to see really much totals for the maritime region. And then for Newfoundland and Labrador, still going to remain quite trace as well. In terms of our snowfall outlook, only seeing around 1 to 5 centimeters of snow accumulation for Labrador City and Corner Brook. Over to our forecast today for New Brunswick. As I mentioned, we will be seeing flurries to the north, clearing out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud for the rest of the province. Looking at sunshine starting off your day, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon. Temperatures will range from 5 to 8 degrees today. And then for Prince Edward Island, looking at highs between 5 to 6 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud throughout your day. Wind will pick up out of the west, 30 gusting to 50. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, we do have a bit of flurry activity for parts of Sydney. Other than that, we will be seeing increasing cloudiness, but still seeing lots of sunshine early in the morning, wind gusts of up to 40. For the rest of Nova Scotia, same thing applies. A mix of sun and cloud starts off the day, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon, with highs between 7 to 9 degrees and wind gusts of up to 50. And then for Newfoundland and Labrador, we are going to see a chance of flurries throughout the day yet again for Labrador City with a high of -4. 4 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland, and we are going to see showers and or flurries start off the day, clearing out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud, and then mixed precipitation returns into the evening. So for forecast on Wednesday, we are going to see a bit of sunshine for parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. For the most part, though, periods of rain for much of the maritime region. Still going to be a warm day ahead. And then into Thursday's forecast, we are going to see a chance of showers return for parts of the maritime region, mixed precipitation for Newfoundland. That's a look at your weather forecast. We'll throw things over to Amanda for your national and international news headlines.
Prime Minister Mark Carney is said to be considering a trip to the U.S. next week. That is according to a Canadian federal government source. The revelation comes less than 48 hours after the Prime Minister said this when he was asked about when he last spoke with Donald Trump.
Who cares? I mean, it's a detail. It's a detail. I spoke to him. I'll speak to him again when it matters. So we're busy. He's got other things to do, and we'll re-engage when it's appropriate.
Carney was speaking to reporters at the G20 summit in South Africa on Sunday. If the Prime Minister travels to D.C., it would be his third visit since his election in April. With tensions between Canada and the U.S. still high, many snowbirds say they're not planning to head stateside this winter. CTV's John Benavalli-Rao has more on the fractured state of relations and what American politicians had to say when they were in Halifax over the weekend.
At Toronto's Pearson Airport, this is typically a busy week for U.S. travel, with American Thanksgiving on Thursday. But this year, the lines may not be as long as usual.
I try my best not to go to the States right now. The whole country's in a conflict.
I am not going to the U.S. at all.
Many travelers continuing to boycott travel stateside since relations with our neighbors remain strained. Something brought up by several American senators from border states over the weekend as they attended an international security conference in Halifax. Some calling Trump's tariffs a mistake, noting not only the economic damage, but how Canadians are responding personally.
But the deeper problem is the cultural break. The idea that Canadians now don't think of Americans as their friends and their neighbors, but as an adversary.
We're your friends, and we're going to do everything we can to put things back to the wonderful relationship that we've always had with Canada.
The troubled state of that relationship reflected in the latest travel data, showing in October return trips by car from the U.S. were down 30% compared to a year ago, and by air they fell 24%. We caught up with Brian Ireland as he headed off on a holiday to Cuba. He says this year he didn't even consider going to Florida.
Not at all. Not at all. We just try to stay clear there right now. We're not involved in the politics, and we're happy to be a Canadian.
A recent poll found 70% said they'd feel uncomfortable traveling to the U.S. this winter. 65% said they were concerned about new border requirements for long-term visitors, including fingerprinting. Still, some of those U.S. senators remain optimistic the damage to relations can eventually be repaired, with one of them, an independent, simply calling the tariffs ridiculous. John Benavalli-Rao, CTV News, Toronto.
Thank you, John. A quick break now. When we return, your messy moment from our colleagues over at TSN and your business headlines. We'll be right back after this. Please stay with us.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
Good morning to you. Welcome back to our show. It's now 6:23 and time to check in with our friends at TSN Sports Center for today's must-see moment.
Hey there, Lindsay Hamilton inside the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Monday. And this comes from a bizarre incident in the Premier League. Everton taking on Manchester United. In the 13th minute here, Everton's Idrissa Gueye turns it over. So that leads to a great chance for Bruno Fernandes. But it's what happened afterwards. Gueye gets into it with his teammate, Michael Keane. He gives Gueye a couple of shoves. And then in retaliation, he slaps him in the face. Wild. Gueye actually given a straight red card for the slap. Marks the first time since 2008 a player in the Premier League has been kicked out for misconduct against his own teammate. But despite going down to 10 men, Everton actually won the match 1-0. That right there, your must-see moment. Bananas. Meanwhile, tonight on TSN, it is game one of the CHL versus USA Prospects Challenge. Pre-game coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now from the Sports Center Newsroom. Have a fantastic day.
This TSN must-see moment brought to you by J.R. Rahe's Furniture and Appliances.
And now over to your business headlines from our colleagues at BNN.
Hello there. Canadian and U.S. stocks rose today after wavering last week on a fresh rally in giant technology and artificial intelligence plays. Shares in Alphabet, parent of Google, hit a new record high. The company's Gemini 3 AI model is getting good reviews, and it's seen as a threat to arch-rival OpenAI. On the markets, the Canadian dollar was at 70.9 US cents, down a fraction. West Texas Intermediate oil traded at $58.96 US a barrel, up 90 cents. Our latest fix on Western Canadian Select oil, $45.34, down 86 cents. And the TSX Composite ended the day at 30,604.35, up just over 443 points. Those are your business headlines. I'm Andrew Bell of BNN Bloomberg.
Taking a look now at our 3-day forecast. For New Brunswick, for the northern region, looking at scattered flurries clearing into the afternoon. For the rest of the province, starting off with a mix of sun and cloud with increasing cloudiness, leaving mainly cloudy skies. On Wednesday, looking at periods of rain for the central and southern region of the province, seeing mixed precipitation for the north. And on Thursday, a high of 6 degrees with showers across the province. Nova Scotia is looking at sunshine with increasing cloudiness. We do have evening rain expected. And then on Wednesday, periods of rain with a high of 11 degrees. On Thursday, 12 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud for the southern region of the province, but also going to see a chance of some scattered showers for the remainder. Prince Edward Island looking at a high of 5 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud today. On Wednesday, periods of rain with a high of 6, 12 degrees on Thursday with scattered showers returning across the island.
Just ahead in this half hour, the Move Morning Chat. Today we're talking about weddings, sort of. We'll explain in about 15 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for starting your Tuesday with us. Or if you're a shift worker, thank you for ending your Tuesday overnight shift with us.
Yes, a little moment for those with odd hours, who work odd hours.
It's so true, and bless you for doing so.
Yes.
I do know one viewer in particular usually will send us a text saying, I'm tuning into you actually at the end of my shift.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, put your feet up and relax.
Thank you. Yeah, so I hope we're helping you calm down, but if you're just waking up, we hope we are waking you up. But yeah, the Move Morning Chat, we're going to be talking about weddings, and if you watch the show regularly, you'll recognize that video from just a few days ago about a really sweet couple. They got married in the water.
Weird place.
In a weird, interesting place. So we'll have that conversation. We'll reveal more details about that coming up.
Great. Now, you wouldn't want to be in an outdoor pool today in our region unless it was really heated.
Right? It is cold starting off the day, really right across the region yet again.
Yeah.
We saw temperatures drop last night, carrying into early this morning. Temperatures will warm up for the most part, remain above seasonal, at least for the maritime region. But yes, here's a live look at Moncton. It is starting off at -5 degrees, so quite cold early this morning. We will be seeing some sunshine in your area a little bit later as the sun begins to rise. And sunshine will be sticking around for parts of the region. But as of right now, cold start to your day. -4 degrees in Fredericton. Early this morning, -3 in Charlottetown and in Halifax. -2 degrees in Sydney with -9 over in Labrador City. 0 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a closer look at our satellite and radar. We are going to see pretty clear skies for the maritime region, but we do have some isolated flurries, scattered flurries, and a chance of showers as well for parts of Atlantic Canada. Quite light and spotty in its activity, though, so not going to see really much accumulation. In terms of the wind, picking up today. As of right now, seeing sustained wind, 28 kilometers per hour in North Cape and Canso, 15 in Miramichi, 13 in Yarmouth, 11 in Sydney and Lunenburg. No wind gusts to report at this time. Could get up to 50 kilometers per hour a little bit later on. I'll have another look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news headlines with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. Time is 6:32. Representatives from Nova Scotia Power are set to appear at a government committee meeting this afternoon to answer questions on billing and safety concerns. PCMLA Kyle McQuarrie, a member of the Natural Resources Committee, said in a news release that he requested the meeting after constituents reached out to him regarding inflated power bills. Nova Scotia Power dealt with one of the largest cybersecurity breaches in the province last spring and has previously said some customers' bills were impacted as a result. Since the breach, the utility has been issuing bills based on estimates of average usage, which many customers around the province have said are much higher than previous years. In New Brunswick, new charges have been laid in the ongoing investigation of a double homicide of a Dieppe couple 6 years ago. Police have charged a woman and 4 men with conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the double homicide of Bernard and Rose-Marie Saunier. The bodies of the 78-year-old man and 74-year-old woman were found inside their home in September of 2019.
It's not over when the first charge is laid. It's over when the case is solved. And in this case, we knew that there was more to be done. And although it's taken this long, we will never stop until all avenues are properly investigated.
Jansen Brian Baker of Moncton was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in this case in 2023. Monique Alicia Boyer, Jesse Todd Laug, Nicholas Daniel Bain, and Christopher Allen Lennon are the other 4 accused of conspiracy to commit murder. All 5 are scheduled to make a court appearance next week. A Cape Breton man has been charged with second-degree murder in connection with a woman's death. Police say officers responded to a call of a woman in medical distress at a house in Hillside, Bullardry, Sunday. She died of her injuries in hospital. 40-year-old Sloan McDonald of Sydney Mines was arrested at the scene. Police say McDonald knew the victim but haven't released any other information, including her name. And a person has died following a fire in Sydney Mines over the weekend. It happened at an apartment complex on Main Street Saturday night. The remains were found after the fire was extinguished. The body has been sent to the medical examiner for an autopsy and to confirm the identity. How the fire started is still under investigation, but is considered suspicious at this time. A new child care center is now open in St. John.
The weekend is the worst time for her because she doesn't go to daycare, she doesn't come here, and she's talking about daycare all the time.
We saw a lot of people coming in, not only Canadians, but the immigrants as well are deeply in need of daycare.
Daycare by Design is the Port City's newest childcare hub. It has space for 60 children, ranging from as young as 15 months old to 5 years old. Still, the wait list to get into this facility is 120 children long, which is why the province is spending $500,000 to help the program continue to grow. Daycare by Design has already applied for additional space within the church it resides in to help lessen the demand. For people who live, work, and shop in downtown Halifax, they are becoming increasingly frustrated about a lack of parking in the area. According to the city, there are just over 2,000 paid street parking spaces across Halifax and Dartmouth. But the Spring Garden Road Business Association says delivery trucks can barely find one to unload merchandise or supplies.
On certain days, it's impossible for trucks to be lined up, so then we'll get a lot of illegal parking. The bike lane has really hemmed in Brunswick Street, and it's been a learning curve for everyone involved.
The city says it tries to add temporary parking whenever construction projects are underway, but notes options are often very limited because most spots are already in use. Finally, Times Square unveiled its newly redesigned New Year's Eve ball in the Big Apple.
We're here for the inaugural ball raising for the Centennial New Year's Eve ball. It really is an exciting day in Times Square to unveil this brand new ball.
So this is Times Square's 9th ball, its largest yet. The redesign took 9 years too. The Constellation ball has an advanced lighting and motion system as well as a new interactive audio feature. And the new ball continues a tradition for Times Square that dates back to 1907. That's how long this has been going on for.
Wow, that's incredible.
I love the evolution of the ball. We saw the original one. It's like made of wood or something.
Really?
Yeah. But this is wild. This is very now.
Yeah, big disco ball.
Yeah, and it has like that way you can program it to do swirls, and
it's beautiful.
It's really special.
Beautiful audio abilities as well.
Wow.
I did like the previous one though, the one with all the sportsy crystals on it. It was really cool.
Yeah,
I hope they
nice.
do put it in like a museum or something. So I'd love to see it up close.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be amazing, yeah.
Probably somewhere being kept in storage, but this is just stunning. I did think of you in particular, Crystal, when I pulled this video. I said, I know who's gonna like this.
Are you kidding? I've just poured myself a really hot, nice coffee, and then I get to see this. It's like a real treat right now. Wow. Yeah, I've never seen the ball drop in person. That would, I think it just would be too crowded for me, but I do often watch it on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, it is.
It is really exciting.
Well, speaking of beautiful displays, this is beautiful too, but a little more natural. The International Space Station has captured a dazzling display of the Northern Lights.
Ooh.
So here are the images.
Whoa.
Stunning spectacle. Aren't they neat?
Whoa.
From up, like looking down on them rather than up at them. These were filmed by NASA astronaut Zena Cardman. And back on Earth, the auroras are being spotted more frequently as the sun reaches the peak of the solar cycle. We've had lots of great images taken in our region, not by Latavia or me, because we've never seen them.
Yeah, right?
But by many of our viewers. But this is extra special.
Wonder what, is that the lights?
Yes.
What is that? Very cool.
Yeah.
And then they're like, and it's ending. Look at that. What is that little bar?
The bar.
Oh, the bar must be at this.
It's like you're on the airplane and the wing, you know, like she's.
Yeah.
It's just the space station protecting the astronaut, Amanda. Wake up and take the coffee.
Look at all the colors, though. Gorgeous.
It's really. You know what? That is. Thank you for the astronauts for sharing these images, because most of us would never get up there to look at it from that perspective.
No, and I'm glad I got to see that panel too, all lit up. So now I really knew it wasn't just like this. I'm like, oh, what's happening to the video?
It is. Yeah, it's an asteroid, Amanda.
Seen that film too. All right, still ahead too. We're going to have your entertainment headlines, but next it is the Move Morning Chat, and today we want to know about where you and your partner met, because that's where maybe you could get married, right? It's part of the conversation we're having. We'll explain when we return.
Welcome back and happy Tuesday, Atlantic, Canada. The time now is 6:42. We're taking a live look at Yarmouth. The sun is beginning to rise. Currently 3 degrees in your area, so a bit of a warmer start to the day and expecting sunshine, at least starting off your day. We are going to see a cooler start to the day for much of the regions. It's something to keep in mind when you are heading out this morning. -3 degrees in Bathurst, -4 starting off your day in Fredericton, with -3 degrees in both Charlottetown and in Halifax, -2 in Sydney, -9 over in Labrador City. Over to our forecast timeline. Pretty clear skies for parts of the Maritime region into parts of Newfoundland and Labrador as well. So we are going to see sunshine early this morning. We do have some mixed precipitation tracking across parts of the region as well. A chance of some flurries into parts of Cape Breton Island. Also going to see a chance of flurries for parts of Labrador, into parts of Newfoundland, a chance of flurries and/or showers. Into the afternoon, much of the same expected. Pretty clear skies. We will be seeing increasing cloudiness for the Maritime region, still being left with either mainly cloudy skies or a mix of sun and cloud. And then into the evening, a bit more cloud coverage returns to the Maritime region, still seeing mixed precipitation for much of Newfoundland. Taking us into early Tuesday morning, a cloudier day ahead, and we also have mixed precipitation heading right back around. A chance of showers for the most part, and then periods of rain, so a little bit heavier into later in the morning on Tuesday. If you're wondering about our snowfall, it's going to be around 1 to 5 centimeters for parts of Labrador City and in Corner Brook. So over to our forecast today for New Brunswick. For the northern region, looking at a chance of flurries starting off your day, clearing, leaving a mix of sun and cloud into the afternoon. For the central and southern region of the province, starting off with sunshine, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon as well. Daytime highs will range from 5 to 9 degrees. Prince Edward Island, looking at highs between 5 to 6. Lots of sunshine throughout your day. Wind gusts picking up to 50 kilometers per hour. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, lots of sunshine, but we do have some isolated flurries starting off the day for Sydney. Daytime highs between 4 to 8 degrees rather, and wind gusts of up to 40. For the rest of Nova Scotia, we are going to see a mix of sun and clouds starting off your day, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon. we're looking at periods of rain into the evening for the Tri-County area. And then for Newfoundland and Labrador, going to see a bit of sunshine for parts of Labrador, but also a bit of flurry activity, -4 for Labrador City. And then for St. John's, Newfoundland, we are going to see mixed precipitation start off the day, sunshine into the afternoon, and then seeing mixed precipitation return into the evening. So for our forecast on Wednesday, we are going to see periods of rain for much of the maritime region, and this low will continue to travel over to parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. For the most part, still seeing a chance of showers remain into our forecast for Thursday, and seeing a bit of mixed precipitation for parts of Newfoundland. That's a look at your weather forecast. We'll throw things over to the Move Morning Chat.
It's the Move Morning Chat, and can you hear the wedding bells? Today we're not just talking about any old wedding, we're talking about the place where you and your partner met, if that could be your wedding location. So this is based on Meet Cute, where you met your partner. And Peter, you have a story to this.
I think this is pretty cute, actually. This came out of a conversation we were having with some friends who came over for dinner on this past weekend. And we played, it's kind of a game. But yeah, if you were to marry in the place that you met your partner, where would that be? And in our case, my wife and I would be married at the band hall in Parsbro, Nova Scotia, the place where the band would practice throughout the winter. And I'll just throw this out there. We were from different towns, my wife and I, but her band came to my hometown for a fundraiser. So I'm in grade 9, she's in grade 8. We meet in the band hall in Parsbro, and that's where our wedding would be if we were to get married in the place we met.
Well, that's cute. I love that. What did you play? What were your instruments?
Oh, I played trumpet. She played clarinet, and as we like to say, we've been making beautiful music together ever since.
Oh, yeah, you have.
Peter.
Romantic.
All right,
I
feel
Aaron,
like
you're
Peter's
next.
going to have the most romantic story here because, yeah, you're getting married at the place you met your partner. I don't think it's possible to get married on Instagram. That's where I kind of met my partner. But our first date was at a pretty chill burger joint in Dartmouth. So if I'm almost positive they do not do weddings. But if we got married there, I don't know. It would be a very non-traditional wedding. But a burger joint with some beverages, that would be our wedding place.
Aaron, I'm actually with you because I met my husband virtually on Tinder, and I don't think Tinder does marriages, so we would probably go back to our first date at Jack Astor's, and I don't think they do weddings either.
Listen, at least you guys would be well fed. That's fantastic. Mine is a very Halifax-based story. So I met my husband back when I was 19, so it was like second year university. So this would be the James, which is an apartment building on South Park Street in downtown Halifax. I met him because at the time he was living with one of my good friends, Whitney, and her boyfriend, Paul. And he was the guy who had the other bedroom there in the apartment building. So she had a little girls get together one night, and I went there and I met my Mike, who would eventually become my husband, and like the rest is history. So if we were to get married, I guess it would have to be at the James, the apartment building on South Park Street in Halifax.
That's so cute.
I still remember that day. Okay, so we're asking this question to our viewers now. This is going to be really cool. We're going to get great stories about where people met. If you got married where you and your partner met, where would that be? Please send us a text at 10400. Please include your first name, where you watch from, and we're going to share your text later on in the show.
And welcome back. The time now is 6:52. Let's head over to Hollywood. Take a look at your entertainment headlines.
This case could decide the firm's future. And our business is just growing so fast, we can't handle it all.
All's Fair is coming back for more. The Ryan Murphy lawyer series starring Kim Kardashian has been picked up for season 2 at Hulu, with production starting in spring of 2026. Kardashian stars alongside Sarah Paulson, Glenn Close, Niecy Nash-Betts, Naomi Watts, and Tiana Taylor in the drama centered on an all-female divorce attorney firm. Variety has released their list of the 100 best comedy movies of all time. The list includes classics like Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein and Bringing Up Baby, as well as newer favorites such as Elf and Mrs. Doubtfire. As for their #1 pick, that goes to 1988's The Naked Gun. Ryan Seacrest and Rita Ora are getting some company this New Year's Eve with Julianne Hough and Chance the Rapper, joining them as co-hosts for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest 2026. Hough will help co-host festivities in Las Vegas, while Chance will ring in the new year in his hometown of Chicago. The show airs Wednesday, December 31st, live on ABC. And happy birthday to Christina Applegate, who turns 54 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right. Happy birthday, Christina.
Absolutely. All right, now we're going to turn our attention over to this story. 20 Canadian women have been picked to take part in a new professional women's baseball league set to take the field next summer.
It's the first attempt in almost 30 years to show and grow professional women's baseball in North America, and some Canadian names are at the forefront. CTV's Garrett Berry reports.
With the 14th overall pick in the Women's Pro Baseball League draft,
three Canadian pitchers were among the league's top picks when the 4 Women's Pro Baseball League teams claimed their first ever players in the league's first ever draft.
Pretty cool that I can say my daughter's a professional baseball player.
Among them, St. John's-born Jada Lee. She was the first woman to pitch in the Canada Summer Games, and now the youngest pitcher picked in the first round of this WPBL draft. A full circle moment for her mom, Amanda, who remembers Jada being brave enough to say she wanted to play professional baseball when she was just 13.
Any girl who wants to play in the major league, stand up. Now I'll get emotional. And she jumped up, and of course you're like, oh, that's so cute. Like, you know, oh, it's nice to dream that, but you don't ever think it's going to happen. And now it's happened.
This new league will start play next August at a ballpark in Springfield, Illinois. It was co-founded by Keith Stein, CEO of the Toronto Maple Leafs of the Inter-County Baseball League.
Ali Schroeder.
The Canadian influence doesn't stop there. 20 Canadian women in total, many of them current or former national team players, are among this league's initial draft class.
You'd have to think that instead of, you know, maybe 150 or 200 really skilled women across Canada, that pool now will be 2,000 in 30 years or 40 years, right?
The salaries in the league are modest, at least in the first year, just $6,000 per player on average. But for Lee's father, it's a step towards growing the women's game, which he says is in dire need of places to play and goals to reach for. Garrett Berry, CTV News, St. John's.
Thank you, Garrett. Happening now in local news, representatives from Nova Scotia Power are set to appear at a government committee meeting this afternoon to answer questions on billing and safety concerns. Plus, in New Brunswick, 5 people have been charged in connection with the 2019 double homicide of a senior couple in Dieppe. Plus, we'll have details on a first-of-its-kind National Housing Summit happening in Halifax. Those details coming up next in your local news headlines. But first, it is a look at the 3-day forecast before we go to break with Latavia.
Thanks, Amanda. Taking a look first at New Brunswick, we are going to see 5 degrees as your daytime high. We're looking at a 60% chance of flurries to the northern region, seeing sunshine into the afternoon, and increasing cloudiness for the rest of the province, seeing mainly cloudy skies. For Wednesday, we're looking at rain and/or flurries for the northern region. For the rest of the province, periods of rain with a high of 4. And then on Thursday, 6 degrees with showers across the province. Nova Scotia looking at a high of 6 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. Evening rain for the Tri-County area. Then on Wednesday, a high of 11, periods of rain across the province. On Thursday, we're looking at a mix of sun and cloud to the Tri-County area, but also going to see scattered showers for the province. Prince Edward Island looking at a high of 5, a mix of sun and cloud throughout your day. Rain on Wednesday with a high of 6. 12 degrees on Thursday with scattered showers across the island.
Tuesday, November 25th. Today on CTV's Your Morning Atlantic, in the hot seat, Nova Scotia Power reps to answer questions over billing and safety concerns at a government committee meeting this afternoon. Your top news headlines just ahead.
And the PEI Preserve Company. They have loads of delicious gift-giving options, and they'll be here to share some of them as part of our holiday haul. That's in about 20 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic, Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. Time now is 7 o'clock. Wakey, wakey.
Yeah.
Bakey. I don't know, that was stuck in my head while we were coming back. I'm gonna say it.
I like it. I like it. If you
Yes.
had eggs and bakey, I would be even more happy.
Me too.
Oh, that is the best. It's like a weekend breakfast for at least for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Till then, it's protein bars.
I would just like to say that, reflecting on eggs and bakey, the Navy divers making those breakfast sandwiches last week, the bacon they used.
Oh my gosh.
It was delicious.
It was, yeah.
Wow.
With a little bit of a runny egg.
It was perfection.
Yeah, it was magical.
Spicy mayo. Yes.
No, it was a
please.
gift for sure. And a reminder, the Christmas Daddy is December 6th.
That is coming
Yeah.
up. So not
Yeah.
this weekend, it's next
Yeah.
weekend.
Wild.
Can't wait for you to join that. I know that's a big tradition for people to start their holiday decorating. Is put on Christmas daddies, do some donations, and also put up their
Yeah,
decorations.
and you'll be actually out with the Navy divers that day.
Yeah, I'll be hanging out with them. They've already done their 50K run. They've been doing this breakfast sandwich fundraiser. So they're going to be in all these hot spots around the HRM collecting money. A lot of people don't have cash these days, which is normal. So
Tell me where those hot spots are, because they're not where my car was this morning. It was anything but hot. It was freezing cold.
It was nasty outside early this morning. We saw really cold temperatures early this morning that's sticking around until this afternoon. We will start to see temperatures warm up. Here's a live look at Halifax. The sun already beginning to rise. The water looks frozen, but it's not. And currently -3 degrees in your area. We are going to see cool temperatures across the board early this morning. Will warm up for the most part above seasonal for your daytime highs. As of right now, -4 degrees in Fredericton with -3 starting off your day in Charlottetown. -2 degrees in Sydney with 0 into St. John's, Newfoundland. -9 in Labrador City. Taking a look at our satellite and radar, we are going to see sunshine wake us up early this morning for parts of the Maritime region, but we are also still dealing with a chance of flurries, a chance of showers for parts of Atlantic Canada. In terms of our wind, it's going to pick up across all 3 maritime provinces. As of right now, sustained wind at 28 kilometers per hour in North Cape and in Canso. 15 into Miramichi, 13 kilometers per hour in Yarmouth with 11 in Sydney and Lunenburg. In terms of our gusts, not seeing any at this time, but we'll pick up to around 50 kilometers per hour. We'll have another look at your forecast coming up, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. Representatives from Nova Scotia Power are set to appear at a government committee meeting this afternoon to answer questions on billing and safety concerns. PCMLA Kyle McQuarrie, a member of the Natural Resources Committee, said in a news release that he requested the meeting after constituents reached out to him regarding inflated power bills. Nova Scotia Power dealt with one of the largest cybersecurity breaches in the province in the spring and has previously said some customers' bills were impacted as a result. Since the breach, the utility has been issuing bills based on estimates of average usage, which many customers around the province have said are much higher than previous years. In New Brunswick, police have charged a woman and 4 men with conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the double homicide of Bernard and Rose Marie Saunier 6 years ago. CTV's Derek Haggett explains.
78-year-old Bernard Saunier and his 74-year-old wife, Rose Marie Saunier, were found dead in their Dieppe home on September 9th, 2019.
It's not over when the first charge is laid. It's over when the case is solved. And in this case, we knew that there was more to be done. And although it's taken this long, we will never stop until all avenues are properly investigated.
Jansen Brian Baker of Moncton was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in this case in 2023. Monique Alicia Boyer, Jesse Todd Logue, Nicholas Daniel Bain, and Christopher Allen Lennon are the other 4 accused of conspiracy to commit murder. Police say they were able to determine all 5 had conspired to kill Silvio Saunier, the son of Bernard and Rose Marie. Silvio Saunier died in January 2023. Police say foul play was not suspected. The case was handled by the RCMP's Major Crime Unit,
which has some of the best professional, talented people that we have in the province. And so these are investigations that obviously involve a lot of people.
In February of this year, Jansen Baker was sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting a teacher outside Riverview High School in 2021. Baker will go on trial for 2 counts of first-degree murder in January. All 5 of the accused who are charged with conspiracy to commit murder will make a court appearance 1 week from today. Derek Haggett, CTV News, Moncton.
Thank you, Derek. A Cape Breton man has been charged with second-degree murder in connection with a woman's death. Police say officers responded to a call of a woman in medical distress at a house in Hillside, Bullardree, Sunday. She died of her injuries in hospital. 40-year-old Sloan McDonald of City Mines was arrested at the scene. Police say McDonald knew the victim, but haven't released any other information, including her name. A wind project involving the Member 2 First Nation has passed the environmental review stage. The project is set to begin construction in late 2026 and expected to generate 432 megawatts of electricity from 54 wind turbines that will be roughly 222 meters long. The province says the project must comply with 58 terms and conditions aimed at protecting the environment and human health. Government believes the project will create 350 to 400 construction jobs over a 2-year period and then 20 to 35 full-time jobs once it's operational. From barriers to blueprints, that is the theme of a first-of-its-kind National Housing Summit underway in Halifax.
Everything that's going into the building code is making housing more expensive.
Changes are being called for everything from taxation to immigration. Some jurisdictions, like Australia, have already hit the pause button on frequent changes to building codes.
Are the houses better? To a degree, yes, but how much better do they need to be under the current circumstances when we also have a housing affordability crisis?
This conversation is very much about building the playbooks and the roadmaps so that the federal government has partners that it can go to, get shovels in the ground this year, and we can start to see some real momentum in 2026.
Builders would like to see Ottawa follow through on a promise to cut the GST for first-time homebuyers, along with targeted immigration and less focus on the points system. Finally, this is a Thanksgiving tradition south of the border, and it's become a tradition for morning shows on this side of the border. A couple of lucky birds that get a new lease on life, and it starts in luxury. Oh my gosh, I always love their names. This is Gobble and Waddle, and they get to spend a night at Washington's historic Willard Hotel before heading to the White House, where they will be officially pardoned by President Trump, clearing them of their destiny on a dining room table.
That's what I thought.
Okay. I love this tradition, but I do not think that they need the hotel stay. That seems unnecessary.
You know what? Why not? This is their last day on Earth.
I know, but
no, they're going to be pardoned.
Yeah, sure.
But they didn't have to get the carpets cleaned. Like, I think this is foolish. Also, this hotel is incredible. I need to stay at.
Yeah, can I switch out with the turkeys?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're looking
I thought
around.
they were getting a treatment before getting on the table. I heard you say pardon. I was like,
no, they always pick two, and they get an official pardon from the president, so they get to live their lives on a big, beautiful pasture, and they always have the funniest names.
They do. Gobble and Waddle are great names.
Gobble and Waddle.
Yeah, good selection this time.
Well,
yeah, I love it.
They're white birds. Yeah. Not albino, though. Have you ever seen an albino deer?
No.
Not
have I, but thanks to our loyal viewer, here are some photos of some. Cheryl Addison says she was recently driving with her mother-in-law when they spotted this albino deer family. Wow. If you look carefully, each has a white ring at the base of their ear by the head. It looks like the mother and two babies, she's thinking, but they've seen others. They just haven't had a chance to catch them on camera. They really are beautiful, and they were saying they're just so lucky to have spotted them. Well, yes, and thank you for sharing these photos with us, because now we get to share in your joy.
That's incredible.
Cheryl is also a super duper loyal viewer, so thank you, Cheryl.
Yeah, Cheryl is really.
What a sight to see.
It's hard to even believe they're deer.
It is. I mean, from far away, I would think, oh my gosh, it's some cattle or livestock
Yes,
out, right?
Yeah. So pretty.
Yay.
So cool. Thanks for sharing. Okay, still ahead, we'll have another look at your national and international news headlines. But first, before that, Latavia will have the latest look at the forecast on this Tuesday. Good morning to you, Fredericton. Traffic nice and calm this morning. Same with conditions. Latavia will have details on, well, how you should dress. It's coming up after this.
Welcome back. The time now is 7:13. We're taking a live look at Charlottetown. Sun is beginning to rise. Currently -3 degrees in your area, so it is quite cool start to the day for much of Atlantic Canada. Weather is brought to you by ALC.ca. You may want to layer up before heading out. As of right now, it is -3 degrees in Fredericton, a -7 starting off your day in St. John, New Brunswick, -3 degrees in Halifax, with -1 in Sydney, 1 degree into St. John's, Newfoundland. Pretty clear skies for parts of Atlantic Canada, so going to see some sunshine early this morning. Also seeing some mixed precipitation return, so we're looking at a chance of flurries for the northern region of New Brunswick, parts of Cape Breton Island. Going to also see some flurries across parts of Labrador and into parts of Newfoundland. A bit of mixed precipitation expected as well. It will be quite light and spotty in its activity, but we are going to see a bit of increasing cloudiness for parts of the maritime region as well. So either leaving mainly cloudy skies to a mix of sun and cloud, and still seeing a mixed precipitation for parts of Newfoundland and flurry activity into parts of Labrador. Into the evening, night tonight, it's going to remain quite cloudy and cold into the overnight hours as well, bringing us into early Wednesday morning rather. We're going to see increasing cloudiness, and we do have another low pressure system headed our way, bringing periods of rain for much of the maritime region. If you're wondering about our snowfall outlook, we are going to see around 1 to 5 centimeters additional for Labrador City and Corner Brook. For our forecast today for New Brunswick, for the northern region, starting off with a chance of some scattered flurries. That will clear, leaving sunshine into the afternoon. For the central and southern region of the province, starting off the day with sunshine, increasing cloudiness is expected. Daytime highs will range from 5 to 9 degrees. For Prince Edward Island, looking at highs from 5 to 6 degrees. Lots of sunshine across the island today. Wind gusts will be picking up to 50 kilometers per hour. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, a bit of flurry activity for parts of Cape Breton Island, clearing, leaving sunshine for much of this part of the province. And then for the rest of Nova Scotia, starting off the day with sunshine, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon, wind gusts of up to 50. For Newfoundland and Labrador, seeing a bit of sunshine, but also going to see flurries, -4 for Labrador City. For St. John's, Newfoundland, looking at mixed precipitation starting off the day, clearing, leaving a bit of sunshine, and then returning into the evening hours, a high of 5 degrees. For forecast on Wednesday, here's that low pressure system making its way over. Periods of rain for the most part for the maritime region. And then into Thursday's forecast, we do have a bit of mixed precipitation for parts of Newfoundland, and still seeing scattered showers for much of the maritime region as well. So that's a look at your weather forecast. We'll throw things over to Amanda for your national and international news headlines.
There is new hope for Canadians suffering from one of the most aggressive cancers, glioblastoma. And while patients still don't have a cure, they may potentially have something they rarely get. More time. CTV's Avis Favreau has more.
On the stretcher is 67-year-old Elena Marcoux, about to be treated for an aggressive brain tumor in a very new way.
We confirmed that this is a glioblastoma.
She's one of about 1,000 Canadians diagnosed each year with glioblastoma, a cancer with a very high death rate. It ended the life of musician Gord Downie. The key problem, chemotherapy can't get past the blood-brain barrier to stop the tumor cells. So as part of her treatment, doctors give Elena an infusion of tiny microbubbles. And as she lays in an MRI, they send ultrasound waves into her brain to cause those bubbles to vibrate. The result, the bubbles are able to briefly pry open the brain's protective barrier, allowing the anti-cancer drug to reach the tumor.
As I went through, it got easier.
A new study of 34 patients, almost half of them in Canada, found this treatment given once a month for just 6 months extended overall survival from 19 to 30 months, a 40% increase. All the more intriguing because a few patients have survived longer.
There are still patients who were on this trial that are still alive right now, and that's 4 to 5 years in.
While not a cure, Dr. Lipsman is hopeful.
This is a disease that is in urgent need of treatment. I think the safety data was pretty compelling. I think the efficacy data was pretty compelling. And I'd love to see this as quickly as possible move through the regulatory process.
The treatment is clearly promising, but it needs big hospital-based equipment like this MRI, meaning it will be hard to get out to patients across the country. And that's why Canadian scientists here are developing the next generation of portable focused ultrasound.
And this is what the next Canadian-designed prototype looks like, wires that deliver the ultrasound outside of an MRI, with patient studies to begin next year.
We can do it faster, we can do it more streamlined, it doesn't require an overnight stay, but all of those steps will mean a much reduced cost footprint.
Elena, meanwhile, has one more treatment to go.
I have 2 grandkids. One is 10 months old, and I can be around them.
After which she hopes her brain tumor remains stable as she helps science with the next stage of this research. Avis Favreau, CTV News, Toronto.
Thank you, Avis. A break here on CTV's Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we'll have our Holiday Haul contest and feature the fine folks at the PEI Preserve Company. That's coming up next.
If you want to give a gift of good taste this holiday season, you need to meet our next guest. Whether you're looking for a thoughtful gift or you want delicious local ingredients to take your holiday entertaining up a notch, the Prince Edward Island Preserve Company has got you covered. Here to tell us more is Marcia Dworin, the co-owner of the PEI Preserve Company. Good morning, Marcia. Thank you for driving all the way in from Glasgow, PEI.
Oh, it was a good drive. We had fun. We love, and what's there not to love about Halifax?
Oh my gosh, well, we're glad you're here. You've brought so many wonderful things with us. First of all, the company's been around for 40 some odd years. What makes it so special?
The Prince Edward Island Preserve Company is a true legacy to islanders and visitors alike. It's been around making preserves since 1985. It's a full destination. There's 12 acres of gardens. There's a full-service restaurant, and of course a retail store too.
Oh, wonderful. All right, you brought some wonderful products for us today, because what's great is if you aren't able to make it to New Glasgow PEI, you can order things online and you ship all across Canada, right?
Yes, we do. And if you spend $100, the shipping is free, and that's what we're here to promote today.
Wonderful.
We have a couple different curated gift boxes that are online.
Okay.
Preservecompany.com. There's curated ones. This one is our Island Christmas. It's our most popular gift box of the season for a few years now. It's got a variety of preserves and some treats, some cookies, chocolate, and tea. And then we have the Island Brunch box. We have the Island Brunch gift box over here. Everything that you need for your Sunday brunch or Christmas brunch. Your coffee, pancakes, mix.
Okay, let me just dig in a little bit. Beautifully branded syrup, the mix. Your own blueberry syrup. Yum, yum, yum.
On your pancakes?
Yeah, right? This is so much fun. Okay, but the cool thing is, let's just say, I don't know, your loved one loves everything here, but they don't like pancakes. You can actually customize the boxes.
Yes, so you can go online and curate your own gift box. You can pick different other things instead of pancake mix. Maybe there's other preserves. Maybe there's spice mixes. Maybe there's a tea blend that they would prefer, or some candies. That you can go on there and pick, and you can choose what budget you want to do too. There's different, any budget from like $25 onwards. It's a great idea for families, for your teacher gifts, bus drivers.
I love it, and I love, okay, so we have a charcuterie board in here that has some of the preserves and other items, the delicious cookies, that I think if people didn't even want to send gifts, if they just wanted to actually send a taste of PEI or buy it themselves, you can get it at different locations in the Maritimes, some of your preserves.
Yes, there's various locations across the Maritimes, but specifically here in Halifax, we're at Jennifer's of Nova Scotia, made in the Maritimes. And in Charlottetown, we have a new store at the Royalty Crossing, and our flagship stores in New Glasgow PEI. And again, you can order it all online too.
Yeah, and you can also check out Marcia's socials. The PEI Preserve Company has wonderful recipes and ideas in there, including you made us a little dip to try.
Yes, so this is a go-to if you're going to a party or you're having a party. You take a bottle of our cherry salsa, which is over here, and our little cranberry pepper boursin cheese.
Yeah.
You put it in a dish, you microwave it for a minute and a half, and you'll be eating this forever, because you can't just have one.
Okay, I gotta try it. This looks really good. And you literally whipped it up, made it like under 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, I love it. You know what I love about it? The cherry. Yeah. It just gives a little extra zing.
Yeah, it's got a little bite to it too.
It's a kind of Mexican dip, but it's got a little extra.
Yeah.
It tastes so fresh too. And you could put the cherry salsa in one of the gift boxes, because you could just customize it completely.
Right. Yes, yeah.
Okay, and so you could just take whatever you wanted. I think these cookies look really good.
Our shortbread cookies are to die for. And the new heart-shaped, these were actually back in the 90s. He had a heart-shaped cookies, and we brought them back. They're so cute.
They are so cute, and you've got teas and sweet, really everything. Okay, so people wanted to order. There was one other thing I wanted to mention, is you'll do little handwritten cards.
Yes, yes. So every time somebody places an order and you want to do, if you want to order one of the curated ones, you want to do your own, our team will write a little handwritten gift card for your person. So there's actually a little prompt when you go online of what you want to write on your gift card.
That's so sweet.
It's so special.
I can't believe you and your team were able to give this level of customization and personal care to all of your customers. But you do.
Yeah, it's
wonderful.
It's what we're famous for.
I love it. Everything truly does taste delicious. So yeah, if you want to find out more information, we put the website on ours to make it easy for you to find. But Marcia, thank you so much. Mind if I have a little more of the dip?
Very good.
Oh my goodness, I will with pleasure. And it is good. All right, the fine folks at the PEI Preserve Company are also one of our partners for our annual Holiday Haul series. And not only are we featuring great holiday gift ideas this week, we're also giving you the chance to win some holiday shopping money. You could win a $500 Visa gift card. To enter, go to ctvatlantic.ca and click on the Holiday Haul contest graphic for your chance. And we're going to announce that winner next Friday, December 5th. Good luck to you. It's now 7:27. We'll take a little break and be right back after this. Coming up in this half hour, gifts for guys. If you're stumped when it comes to the men on your Christmas list, don't worry. We'll get some guy-approved gift ideas just ahead on Your Morning Atlantic.
Hey, can we go for some homemade pizza?
Yeah.
7:31 in the morning. It's nearly our lunchtime. Something to think about. People can get divided about homemade pizzas. Some people love it. Some people are like, no, 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 give me the restaurant version.
Oh, I don't know. If I had a proper pizza oven, it would be really, really good.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. When you start making them at home and you get like, you finesse it a little bit, I feel like you just don't go back.
That's a good gift idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it is the pizza oven. Actually, I assume that's one of the things you're going to be talking about since we just showed a video of it. But Roland will confirm or deny in a few minutes. Weather-wise, it's not hot as an oven.
No.
Not today.
Not today. It will warm up for parts of the region above seasonal for our daytime highs, which is around 6 to 8 degrees, sometimes 9 if you're
Not
lucky.
6, 7?
No.
6, 7.
I'm so sorry.
I walked right into that one.
You even did the gesture.
All right. For Port aux Basques, that's where we're going to look early this morning. You can see a very moody start to the day. We do have a chance of some scattered flurries and/or showers expected in your area throughout the day today. A bit warmer starting off your day with 3 degrees right now. For much of the region, though, it's going to be cooler than that. Early this morning, -9 degrees in Labrador City, 1 degree into St. John's, Newfoundland, -5 in Moncton, -3 degrees in Charlottetown and in Halifax, 1 into Sydney this morning. Over to our satellite radar, you can see here a bit of flurry activity for parts of the Maritime region. Also going to see a chance of showers and or flurries for parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. Wind also will pick up today across the region. As of right now, a sustained wind, 20 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 15 into Moncton, Halifax, and Canso, 13 for Sydney, Miramichi, and Fredericton. No current wind gusts to notify you of. Could get up to 50 kilometers per hour into the afternoon. I'll have another look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. New this morning, nearly 200 people are living in encampments and other unsheltered locations across Halifax, but close to 5 times that amount are experiencing homelessness in transition homes, hospitals, and shelter programs. The data for the annual point-in-time count is from dozens of volunteers who went to encampments, urban street routes, and parking lots to count people experiencing homelessness for 2 days in October. In total, the count found 1,150 people are experiencing homelessness in the HRM. That is a slight increase from 1,132 compared to last year. The report notes it does not capture people experiencing hidden homelessness like those who couch surf. Representatives from Nova Scotia Power are set to appear at a government committee meeting this afternoon to answer questions on billing and safety concerns. PCMLA Kyle McQuarrie, a member of the Natural Resources Committee, said in a news release that he requested the meeting after constituents reached out to him regarding inflated power bills. Nova Scotia Power dealt with one of the largest cybersecurity breaches in the province in the spring and has previously said some customers' bills were impacted as a result. Since the breach, the utility has been issuing bills based on estimates of average usage, which many customers around the province have said are much higher than previous years. New charges have been laid in the ongoing investigation of a double homicide of a Dieppe couple 6 years ago. Police have charged a woman and 4 men with conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the double homicide of Bernard and Rose Marie Saunier. The bodies of the 78-year-old man and 74-year-old woman were found inside their home in September of 2019.
It's not over when the first charge is laid. It's over when the case is solved. And in this case, we knew that there was more to be done. And although it's taken this long, we will never stop until all avenues are properly investigated.
Jansen Brian Baker of Moncton was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in this case in 2023. Monique Alicia Boyer, Jesse Todd Laug, Nicholas Daniel Bain, and Christopher Allen Lennon are the other 4 accused of conspiracy to commit murder. Police say they were able to determine all 5 had conspired to kill Silvio Saunier, the son of Bernard and Rose Marie. Silvio Saunier died in January 2023, and police say foul play was not suspected. All 5 are scheduled to make a court appearance next week. In Nova Scotia, a 23-year-old Havelock man is facing charges after shots were allegedly fired at a home in Digby early Sunday morning. RCMP say they arrested a suspect after being called to a break-and-enter at a home on West Street. They believe the man broke into a gun cabinet in the house and used it to shoot at another house. Nobody was hurt. Dallas Troy Doucette is facing more than 20 charges. He remains in custody after a court appearance yesterday. A person has died following a fire in Sydney Mines over the weekend. It happened at an apartment complex on Main Street Saturday night. The remains were found after the fire was extinguished. The body has been sent to the medical examiner for an autopsy and to confirm the identity. How the fire started is still under investigation, but at this time it is considered to be suspicious. The attempted theft of an ATM in a small community store in New Brunswick left quite an expensive mess to clean up. Lots of broken glass to deal with as thieves tried to get the cash machine, which was on its side in the middle of the store.
We meet here around 6 o'clock in the morning and we go for our coffee, but the whole front of the building was smashed in. So there was glass and beer bottles and there was a little bit of everything everywhere.
CTV News reached out to the RCMP for an update on the investigation, but we did not hear back before news time. Finally, iconic Canadian singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell will receive a Lifetime Achievement Award at next year's Junos.
They rain and they snow on everyone.
Mitchell will be honored for her fearless and groundbreaking career. The Junos have also announced Nelly Furtado will be inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, and that ceremony will take place in March in Hamilton, Ontario. Of course, earlier this year was in Atlantic Canada, was in Halifax. Anne Murray was famously honored at that ceremony. Yeah, Joni Mitchell going to be honored, and Nelly Furtado.
Both fantastic.
Icons.
I just watched Love Actually, though. And
the CD, the Joni Mitchell
CD is a devastating part of the movie, but an important part of the movie, and a reminder her music is just so powerful.
Powerful.
It is, yeah.
And Latavia hasn't seen Love Actually.
You haven't seen Love Actually?
Even my husband has. He's like, what? No.
Classic. It's a classic.
We have some Christmas movies to catch up on.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've started going through them all. All right, this is really interesting. A gold pocket watch recovered from a man who died on the Titanic sold at auction over the weekend for $3.2 million. So here it is. It's a stunning piece, but the story is what really makes it special. This was recovered from the body of Isidore Strauss, who went down with the ship alongside his wife of 41 years after they refused to separate. Isidore Strauss was a partner in New York City's Macy's department store back then. The 18-karat Jules Jurgensen watch, engraved and given to Strauss for his 43rd birthday, was recovered from his body after the ship sank. And the watch remained in the Strauss family until now. It was actually with the family for more than a century before this weekend's auction.
Wow. What a story.
This reminds me of the story in the movie. You know, when the wife,
like the heart
couple.
of the, I bet they were based on the Strausses.
Oh my gosh. When I think about all the heartbreaking moments of that film, I think about those people who accepted their fates and they're trying, the mom putting her kids, oh no.
It's just wild pairing it with fact.
Yeah.
This actually occurred.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead on the show, Latavia will have her latest look at the Tuesday forecast. Also, we're really going to change gears here. Maybe a watch is on the list. Who knows? We're going to have guy-approved gifts. If you're looking for ideas for the man in your life, look no further. We'll get some great idea gift suggestions when we return.
Beautiful sunrise starting off your day in McAdam. Welcome back. The time now is 7:43. Beautiful but cold early this morning. Just something to keep in mind when you are heading out. -4 degrees in your area. And it is quite cold for much of the region. Today it's starting off that way at least. Temperatures will rise a little bit later for parts of Atlantic Canada. But starting off, as I mentioned, you may want to layer up before heading out and allow some extra time in the morning to clean off your cars before you head out as well. We will be seeing sunshine for parts of the region, but also some mixed precipitation headed our way. Starting off, -3 degrees over in Fredericton, -5 in Moncton, -3 degrees starting off your day in both Charlottetown and in Halifax, -1 in Sydney, and 1 degree into St. John's, Newfoundland. As I mentioned, a bit of sunshine for parts of Atlantic Canada early this morning, but also going to see a chance of some flurries for parts of Cape Breton Island into the northern region of New Brunswick, as well as across parts of Labrador and into Newfoundland, looking at a chance of flurries and or showers. Into the afternoon, much of the same, but we could see some increasing cloudiness for parts of the maritime region, still being left with either mainly cloudy skies or a mix of sun and cloud. Then into the evening hours, we're going to see increasing cloudiness yet again, taking us into early Wednesday morning. We are going to see another low pressure system make its way over, bringing periods of rain for much of the maritime region. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, we're not really going to see any rainfall into our outlook. And then for our snowfall outlook, only seeing around 1 to 5 centimeters of additional snowfall for Labrador City and Corner Brook. For our forecast today, for the northern region of New Brunswick, we're looking at some scattered flurries, clearing, leaving a mix of sun and cloud into the afternoon. For the central and southern region, starting off the day with sunshine, seeing increasing cloudiness as well, leaving cloudy skies into the afternoon. Daytime highs between 5 to 9 degrees. Prince Edward Island, lots of sunshine throughout your day. We are going to see wind gusts pick up to 50 kilometers per hour. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, same thing applies. A bit of flurry activity for parts of Cape Breton. Other than that, lots of sunshine for this part of the province with gusts of up to 40. For the rest of Nova Scotia, starting off the day with sunshine, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon. Wind out of the southwest, 30 gusting to 50. For Newfoundland and Labrador, a bit of sunshine in your forecast as well, but also seeing a chance of flurries throughout the day for Labrador City with a high of -4. 5 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland. Starting off the day with mixed precipitation, clearing, leaving sunshine into the afternoon, and then returning into the evening. For forecast on Wednesday, you can see this low pressure system that's going to move in, bringing periods of rain for much of the maritime region. Newfoundland and Labrador are looking quite clear. And then into Thursday's forecast, another warmer day ahead. We are going to see a chance of scattered showers with this low pressure system making its way over to Newfoundland and Labrador, Crystal.
Thanks, Latavia. Almost 7:46. Now, Christmas is 1 month from today, and many of us had a lot of shopping left to do. So if you have a guy on your list and you're stumped about what to get him, well, don't worry. Our next guest can help. Our partner and livestock contributor, Roland. Oh, my gosh. Roland, remind me how to say your last name.
Achampong.
Achampong. Roland Achampong is here with Guy Approved Gifts. Roland Achampong, great to see you again. Let's jump right in. Where do you want to start?
Well, we're going to start with the Uni Volt 2. This is more than a pizza oven. This will transform everyday cooking. Multi-sets that allow you to bake, roast, proof. It's just a foodie's dream. And for that guy who loves to host, it has a smart pizza intelligence system that adjusts the heat from the top and the bottom. So it's going to deliver a precision, consistency, and of course, speed. So it heats up to 850 degrees. So you can actually cook a 12-inch pizza in 90 seconds. So by the time this segment's done, I can have a pizza ready for you. And, you know, as that pizza's cooking, you can watch it in this viewing window, which is a lot of fun. So if you visit uni.ca, you'll see more information on it. And I think they are having some deals right now. So good time to check out the website.
Amazing. And truly a gift that keeps on giving. Fantastic. All right, what's that neat bundle of goods in front of you there, Roland?
Yeah, so this is the perfect stocking stuffer for the hockey lover who wants to use what the pros use. So this is Pro Blade Hockey Tape by Renfrew Pro. They come in single rolls, or they have a seasonal pack with 20 mix and match rolls available. different colors, different styles, so you can match it with your gear, match it with whatever vibe you're feeling. I personally love this one with the fire flames. I think that's really cool. And it's truly a Canadian brand. They've been manufacturing hockey tape for over 45 years. So they've been around for a long time, and it's just a great gift for the aspiring hockey player who wants to do what the pros do and use this hockey tape.
It's a great idea, and when you have that good quality stuff, it takes, you know, just going to the rink so much more fun, honestly.
Yeah, and you can find us actually at major retailers right across Canada. Just look for Renfrew Pro Green Core.
Perfect. Okay, now I see a shaving set in front of you. I'm all ears because my husband could use a new one.
We all can, right? So, you know, consumers like to buy those thoughtful gifts that, you know, your loved one typically wouldn't splurge on. So here we have the Bronze Series 9 Pro Plus. It's a premium grooming upgrade for anyone who deserves that upgrade, like your husband, for instance. Now, I got to tell you, I used it this morning in the shower, so it is 100% waterproof. Wow. My skin feels spectacular. It feels like I just walked out of a barbershop. It's that long-lasting gift that anyone will use and enjoy, whether you have a 1-day beard, 3-day beard, or 7-day beard. It's extremely comfortable, and it's just a gift that keeps on giving because you'll use it all the time and every day. So you can find this on Amazon or other major retailers.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it looks like a lot of adjustable little settings, like perfect for whatever you want to do with your whiskers. It's got you covered.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, finally, some fitness gear. Now, that's a great gift, too.
It really is. And for me, it's all about looking the part. All right. So if you look the part, maybe it'll motivate you to get out there and get a little active, whether you're going to the gym, whether you're just going for a stroll outside. Looking the part is going to be that first step into getting you the motivation to get in shape, get fit, get healthy, and start the new year off with a bang. So recommend getting some fun gear that, you know, you think he might enjoy, and maybe they'll get him going.
Yeah, for sure. And clearly you've been going to the gym, Roland, so great work.
Well,
keep it up.
Well, what can I tell you?
No, it's so important to stay fit and healthy, and these are great suggestions. Thank you so much, Roland.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
All right, perfect. And we are now going to move our attention over to Amanda.
Thank you so much, Crystal. And speaking of staying healthy, we have health and medical news now. Yoplait Canada has proactively issued a recall that's now being led by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. I'll have details coming up in your health. The company says in a statement the recall came after the discovery of a defect in a packaging component that could cause plastic to possibly enter into their drinkable yogurts. The recall covers all flavors of the company's 200-milliliter Yop drinkable yogurt with best before dates ranging from October 21st, 2025 to January 12th, 2026. In a post on its website, Yoplait says the health and well-being of Canadians is its top priority. They've been touted as a cure for anxiety and sleepless nights, but the science behind weighted blankets may not be as solid as the claims. Filled with glass beads or plastic pellets, they use deep pressure stimulation to mimic a comforting hug. Research suggests that the blankets may be beneficial for people with diagnosed mental health conditions. But for those without, many of the studies lack quality data and offer little proof that sleeping under a weighted blanket can help someone who is casually anxious, though it may be somewhat beneficial for shift workers and power nappers. Finally, having good oral health is more important than you may realize. Without it, germs from your teeth, gums, and mouth can spread to the rest of the body.
The mouth is the gateway to both the respiratory system and to the digestive system, and it can have implications far beyond just your teeth.
Pediatric dentist Dr. Elise Sarvis says inflammation caused by poor oral health not only leads to things like gum disease and cavities, that inflammation can spread and lead to an infection in the heart, cardiovascular disease, pregnancy and birth complications, even pneumonia. Experts say the best way to keep your mouth healthy is to brush your teeth twice a day with a toothpaste that contains fluoride and floss at least once a day. Plus, see a dentist at least twice a year.
And
And we just have one milestone to pass along for you today. It's a 75th anniversary for Neil and Joyce Hugh of Fredericton.
Oh my gosh, let's take a little second to admire their then and now.
Gorgeous.
75 years.
Incredible.
Just beautiful. Thank you so much to the Hughes for sharing this day with us. Now, to see your milestone again or find out how to submit one, visit our website by scanning that QR code you see on your screen. And a reminder that milestones must be received at least 2 weeks in advance.
Milestones, brought to you by the Berkeley Retirement Residences. Love this stage of life.
All right, well, in case you missed it, new polls have shown a majority of Canadians believe there is intelligent life out there among the stars.
And someone could get their hands on decades worth of research into UFOs, all sitting in a Vancouver warehouse. Here's CTV's Andrew Johnson on how it ended up there and what's inside.
This is the UFO haven, I guess.
Jeff Schwartz has seen a lot in his 40 years in the liquidation business, but nothing quite as unusual as this.
I get all kinds of stuff, anything and everything that you could possibly think of. Getting something like this, I would say it's probably in the top one, if not the top one.
The paranormal collection comes from California, and a guy by the name of Chris Wyatt, who produced multiple documentaries on UFOs and alien encounters.
Became Hollywood's de facto UFO producer in the mid to late 90s.
He spent years gathering evidence, declassified government documents, and recording testimonials. Also included in the auction, this, and it's not your normal family photo album. Inside, photographs captured over decades all over the world, alleged UFO sightings long before the era of Photoshop.
You can see fighter jets chasing some of these UFOs.
The centerpiece comes from Roswell Air Force Base in New Mexico, where the alleged remains of a UFO and its alien crew were taken in 1947 after a crash. It's a yearbook detailing who worked at the base at the time. Wyatt says all copies were confiscated, but a former officer approached him with one he'd saved.
This gentleman was in an oxygen tank. He said, "I don't have long to live. This is my prized possession, and I think you're the guy to own it."
Wyatt has now left his film career behind and hopes the collection is bought next month by a production company interested in investigating further. The Vancouver sellers say it sparked a lot of discussion on close encounters in the city that provided the setting for the X-Files.
I've talked to a few people, and everybody seems to kind of have a story.
Maybe the truth is right here. Andrew Johnson, CTV News, Vancouver.
All right, taking a look at our 3-day forecast. For the northern region, starting off the day with flurries clearing, leaving a mix of sun and cloud. And then for the rest of the province, we are going to see a mix of sun and cloud start off the day, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon with a high of 5. Wednesday, we're looking at rain and or flurries to the north, looking at periods of rain for the rest of the province. And then on Thursday, showers across New Brunswick with a high of 6. Nova Scotia will be seeing a mix of sun and cloud, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon. Evening rain for the Tri-County area with a high of 6 degrees. 11 degrees on Wednesday with periods of rain across the province. Then on Thursday, looking at a high of 12, a mix of sun and cloud starts off the day for the Tri-County area, and then seeing scattered showers across the province. Prince Edward Island looking at sunshine today with a high of 5. On Wednesday, periods of rain with a high of 6 degrees. And then on Thursday, 12 degrees with scattered showers across the island. Time now, 7:55. We'll be right back.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
It's Tuesday, November 25th. Today on CTV's Your Morning Atlantic, a new report finds a slight increase in the number of people experiencing homelessness in Halifax. Your top news headlines just ahead.
And the air is getting colder, so your skincare should be getting cozier. Our next guest shares her winter swaps for the season in this half hour on Your Morning Atlantic. Good morning. Whole new hour here. We got a whole hour to go on the show. November 25th.
Yep.
A month until Christmas. Yesterday, my daughter asked me, what would you like for Christmas? And I thought, oh gosh, I got to think about that.
Your daughter asked
I know.
you. I love that.
Yeah, something in her price range. I don't know what it would be. Do you have anything that's like on the top of your list that you really wish you would get?
Yes.
What is it? Can you share it?
Yeah. Can I share it?
Yeah.
It's Wicked Lego.
Oh, you were serious?
They
You
have.
said you wanted it. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm totally serious. They have so much good Lego right now.
yeah.
And I used to think like, oh, I'm beyond Lego, but there's so much cool Lego. It's a 3D puzzle piece.
That's super fun.
Right? And there's so many cool collections for adults and and kids too. And helping like our child with building Lego collections over the years. And I know we spoke with Lego just on Monday.
Yeah.
It is so much fun to work on that stuff together.
Oh yeah,
very
you can do it as a family. It's a gift that gives and gives and gives.
Right? With your hands,
There's been many I've
down.
wanted to, but
I know.
Yeah,
for the bigger sets. Yeah,
it's expensive. They have these bookends. They're gorgeous.
Oh really? Oh, that's neat. Well, they're high quality.
It definitely.
Yeah, it's fun. That's the truth.
Was there anything for you that you wanted to mention real quick?
Not really. I have too much stuff.
Yeah, we had to think about it. Yeah.
Don't give me anything. My family calls and they're like, "What do you want for the kids?" Nothing.
Yeah.
I can't fit even like a pebble more in my house right now.
Too late.
Well, many would say that we're going to see some sunshine today. If we are, that would be a bit of a gift. That's what the gift I would love.
Right? Yeah.
Sunshine on my command. That would be a fantastic
well, Crystal, you have spoken into existence. Here's a live look at Lockport. You can see the sun already beginning to shine. It is cold though, -4 degrees in your area. Keep that in mind when you are heading out. Layers is the key. We will be seeing temperatures warm up a little bit later on, but it is quite a cold start to the day for much of the region. As of right now, -3 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton as well as Charlottetown and Halifax, -1 in Sydney, -9 degrees starting off your day in Labrador City, 0 in Corner Brook, and 1 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our satellite and radar as well. We are going to see lots of sunshine start off the day, but we do also have a bit of mixed precipitation, a chance of flurries and or showers tracking across parts of Atlantic Canada. In terms of the wind, we'll be picking up for the maritime region, extending into Newfoundland and Labrador as well. As of right now, 20 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 15 in Canso and in Halifax, 13 in Miramichi and Fredericton. No wind gusts to report at this time. We'll have another look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first another look at your local news with Amanda.
Thanks, Latavia. New this morning, nearly 200 people are living in encampments and other unsheltered locations across Halifax. But close to 5 times that amount are experiencing homelessness in transition homes, hospitals, and shelter programs. From dozens of volunteers who went to encampments, street routes, and parking lots to count people experiencing homelessness for 2 days in October. In total, the count found 1,150 people are experiencing homelessness in the HRM. That is a slight increase from 1,132 last year. The report notes it does not capture people experiencing hidden homelessness, like those who couch surf. Representatives from Nova Scotia Power are set to appear at a government committee meeting this afternoon to answer questions on billing and safety concerns. PC MLA Kyle McQuarrie said in a news release that he requested the meeting after constituents reached out to him regarding inflated power bills. Nova Scotia Power dealt with one of the largest cybersecurity breaches in the province this spring and has previously said some customers' bills were impacted as a result. Since the breach, the utility has been issuing bills based on estimates of average usage, which many customers around the province have said are much higher than previous years. New charges have been laid in the ongoing investigation of a double homicide of a Dieppe couple 6 years ago. Police in New Brunswick have charged a woman and 4 men with conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the double homicide of Bernard and Rose Marie Saunier. The bodies of the 78-year-old man and 74-year-old woman were found inside their home in September of 2019.
It's not over when the first charge is laid. It's over when the case is solved. And in this case, we knew that there was more to be done. And although it's taken this long, we will never stop until all avenues are properly investigated.
Jansen Brian Baker of Moncton was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in this case in 2023. Monique Alicia Boyer, Jesse Todd Laug, Nicholas Daniel Bain, and Christopher Allen Lennon or the other 4 accused of conspiracy to commit murder. Police say they were able to determine all 5 had conspired to kill Silvio Saunier, the son of Bernard and Rosemarie. Silvio Saunier died in January 2023. Police say foul play was not suspected. All 5 are scheduled to make a court appearance next week. In Nova Scotia, a Cape Breton man has been charged with second-degree murder in connection with a woman's death. Police say officers responded to a call of a woman in medical distress at a house in Hillside Boulardry Sunday. She died of her injuries in hospital. 40-year-old Sloan McDonald of Sydney Mines was arrested at the scene. Police say McDonald knew the victim but haven't released any other information, including her name. People who live, work, and shop in downtown Halifax say they're becoming increasingly frustrated about a lack of parking in the area. According to the city, there are just over 2,000 paid street parking spaces across Halifax and Dartmouth, but the Spring Garden Road Business Association says delivery trucks can barely find one to unload merchandise or supplies.
On certain days, it's impossible for trucks to be lined up, so then we'll get a lot of illegal parking. The bike lane has really hemmed in Brunswick Street, and it's been a learning curve for everyone involved.
The city says it tries to add temporary parking whenever construction projects are underway, but notes options are often very limited because most spots are already in use. A new child care center is open in St. John.
The weekend is the worst time for her because she doesn't go to daycare, she doesn't come here, and she's talking about daycare all the time.
We saw a lot of people coming in, not only Canadians, but the immigrants as well, are deeply in need of daycare.
Daycare by Design is the Port City's newest childcare hub. It has space for 60 children, ranging from as young as 15 months to 5 years old. Still, the wait list to get into this facility is 120 children long, which is why the province is spending $500,000 to help the program continue to grow. Daycare by Design has already applied for additional space within the church it resides in to help lessen the demand. Finally, there's a big demand for curling in downtown Halifax right now. Take a look at this. You could call it curling fever. The light show projected onto the old library on Spring Garden Road is eye-catching for sure. It's titled From Pond to Podium. The 2.5-minute display commemorates the sport and its roots in Halifax, along with local icons who've made it popular. That includes Colleen Jones, who was recently inducted into the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame, and it runs in conjunction with the 2025 Montana's Canadian Curling Trials, which run at the Scotiabank Centre until November 30th. I can tell you when my in-laws are not watching this show, they have curling on TSN.
It's become very popular.
It is.
Very popular. We have our tickets. We can't wait to go see some of the matches coming
Very
up.
exciting.
Yeah, yeah, and the Scotiabank Centre in Halifax just packed right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with many curling fans.
Look at this show. So good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I have to walk by and go see it at night. Fabulous. It's on a loop. Yeah.
I know.
It's great.
It's really cool that they do this.
I believe these are by Nick Ayahuasca, who does all of the shows. It's just he maps the architecture of the building, then he creates the show to kind of work with it. And yeah, isn't that neat?
It's very cool.
Really
And you were saying like it's always on theme, and they do it for different events. And
there would be for sure like a winter one, Christmas one, and sometimes there's music that goes with it too.
Remembrance Day, we've seen that as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Black History Month. I'm trying to think of some other examples that they've had, multiple examples.
Yep, then they'll go all winter. The idea is brightening up that kind of wintry, dark sky. All right, this is kind of neat. We told you yesterday on the show that it was dumping day in southwestern Nova Scotia. Yep. Well, here's a little video that was shared with us of some students singing a song they created with AI to kind of send the boats off on a positive note.
From Dublin Heights, we've got a reason. Stay brave, boat steady, haul strong, don't stop. Bring home the lobsters, go get 'em non-stop. Keep your lines tight, boots dry, stay.
So some children created this video using AI. It's pretty bang on, actually. Pretty good. There we go.
Safe season.
So what they would do in the past is just hold up the posters, but this year they decided to crank it up a notch and make a video of them holding the posters. So maybe they've started a new tradition.
I love that.
Go
there you
get them.
Great way to celebrate.
Indeed. So hope that the catch is is safe and very, very, very lucrative this year.
We hope so as well. All right, still ahead, we're going to have another look at your national news headlines and the forecast. But let's take a look at another iconic scene here on the East Coast. It is Miss Peggy, Peggy's Cove. Beautiful start to the day. Chilly, but always a great sight to see. The forecast coming up right after this.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:13. We're taking a live look at Halls Harbor. Already seeing a bit of sunshine early this morning. -1 in your area today. We will be seeing a mix of sun and cloud before increasing cloudiness into the mid-afternoon. Weather is brought to you by ALC.ca. We are seeing a cool start to the day yet again. -3 degrees starting off your day in Fredericton as well as into Charlottetown and in Halifax. -1 in Sydney, -9 degrees over in Labrador City, with -6 into Happy Valley Goose Bay, 2 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. We are seeing a bit of sunshine for much of the Maritime region, extending into parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. But we do have mixed precipitation in the forecast yet again. Looking at some scattered flurries expected for the northern region of New Brunswick, parts of Cape Breton Island, and also moving into parts of Labrador, and mixed precipitation for parts of Newfoundland. Into the afternoon, still seeing sunshine remain for parts of the region. We will be seeing increasing cloudiness into the evening, though, taking us into early Tuesday morning. Another cool start to the day. Temperatures warm up yet again for our daytime highs. And another low pressure system headed our way for Wednesday. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, we're not really going to see any. And in terms of our snowfall outlook, looking at around 1 to 5 centimeters for Labrador City and into Corner Brook. Starting off the day for northern New Brunswick with a chance of flurries, transitioning over to a mix of sun and cloud. For the central southern region of the province, we are going to start the day off with sunshine, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon. Prince Edward Island looking at daytime highs between 5 to 7 degrees. Lots of sunshine across the island. Wind gusts picking up to 50 kilometers per hour. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, we'll be seeing lots of sunshine. We do have a chance of flurries for parts of Cape Breton Island as well. Wind gusts of up to 40 kilometers per hour with daytime highs between 4 to 8 degrees. For the rest of Nova Scotia, lots of sunshine starting off your day as well. Increasing cloudiness into the afternoon with highs between 7 to 10 degrees. And then for Newfoundland and Labrador, we are going to see a high of -4 degrees for Labrador City, a chance of flurries throughout the day. Mixed precipitation starting off the day for St. John's, Newfoundland, looking at a high of 4. Clears out into the afternoon, leaving sunshine, and then returns into the evening. For our forecast on Wednesday, we are going to see above seasonal daytime highs for much of the region yet again. A low pressure system moves in, bringing periods of rain across the Maritime region. For Newfoundland and Labrador, seeing a bit of sunshine, but for the most part, pretty cloudy. And then into our forecast for Thursday, starting to see some precipitation for parts of Newfoundland and scattered showers for much of the Maritime region. That's a look at your weather forecast. We'll throw things over to Amanda for your national and international news headlines.
Thank you, Latavia. Prime Minister Mark Carney is said to be considering a trip to the U.S. next week. That is according to a Canadian federal government source. The revelation comes less than 48 hours after the Prime Minister said this when he was asked about when he last spoke with Donald Trump.
Who cares? I mean, it's a detail. It's a detail. I spoke to him. I'll speak to him again when it matters. So we're busy. He's got other things to do, and we'll re-engage when it's appropriate.
Carney was speaking to reporters at the G20 summit in South Africa on Sunday. If the Prime Minister travels to D.C., it would be his third visit since his election in April. With tensions between Canada and the U.S. still high, many snowbirds say they're not planning to head stateside this winter. CTV's John Benavali-Rao has more on the fractured state of relations and what American politicians had to say when they were in Halifax over the weekend.
At Toronto's Pearson Airport, this is typically a busy week for U.S. travel, with American Thanksgiving on Thursday. But this year, the lines may not be as long as usual.
I try my best not to go to the States right now. The whole country's in a conflict.
I am not going to the U.S. at all.
Many travelers continuing to boycott travel stateside since relations with our neighbors remain strained. Something brought up by several American senators from border states over the weekend as they attended an international security conference in Halifax. Some calling Trump's tariffs a mistake, noting not only the economic damage, but how Canadians are responding personally.
But the deeper problem is the cultural break. The idea that Canadians now don't think of Americans as their friends and their neighbors, but as an adversary.
We're your friends, and we're going to do everything we can to put things back to the wonderful relationship that we've always had with Canada.
The troubled state of that relationship reflected in the latest travel data, showing in October return trips by car from the U.S. were down 30% compared to a year ago, and by air they fell 24%. We caught up with Brian Ireland as he headed off on a holiday to Cuba. He says this year he didn't even consider going to Florida.
Not at all. Not at all. We just try to stay clear there right now. We're not involved in the politics, and we're happy to be a Canadian.
A recent poll found 70% said they'd feel uncomfortable traveling to the U.S. this winter. 65% said they were concerned about new border requirements for long-term visitors, including fingerprinting. Still, some of those U.S. senators remain optimistic the damage to relations can eventually be repaired, with one of them, an independent, simply calling the tariffs ridiculous. John Benavalli-Rouse, CTV News, Toronto.
Thank you so much, John. A quick break here on CTV's Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we'll have cold weather essentials. That conversation coming up right after this. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. The time now is 8:22. We're going to take another look at the 3-day forecast for the northern region of New Brunswick, starting off with flurries that will clear, leaving sunshine. For the central and southern region of the province, we are going to see sunshine start off your day, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon with a high of 5. On Wednesday, for the northern region, looking at mixed precipitation. And then for the rest of the province, looking at periods of rain with a high of 4. A chance of showers returns on Thursday with a high of 6. Nova Scotia is looking at a mix of sun and cloud today, evening rain with a high of 6 degrees. On Wednesday, periods of rain across the province. Then on Thursday, looking at a high of 12. We will be seeing a mix of sun and cloud for the Tri-County area, scattered showers for the province. Prince Edward Island looking at a high of 5 degrees today with sunshine across the island. On Wednesday, periods of rain with a high of 6. Then on Thursday, scattered showers across the island, warming up to 12 degrees. Now we're going to throw things over to Crystal.
Thanks, Latavia. It's 8:22, and as the temperature drops, we got to pick up our winter routine with some wonderful ideas of gifts for people who want to give the gift of beauty. Now, Jill Dunn is here today. She's our partner and lifestyle contributor. The gift of beauty is always in style, but it's super hot this season.
Always. We always want to look and feel our best.
Yeah.
Especially when it gets to be like dark at 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? So we have some pick-me-ups here.
Love it.
Yeah, so everything I'm talking about today is available at Sephora Canada. That's where you can get so many great gift sets, fragrance, hair care, makeup, and you know there is something for everyone. Want to start with fragrance. This is one of my favorite brands, Kaoli. This is their signature scent, Kaoli, or Vanilla 28. Smells incredible, and what's really cool is at Sephora, at select stores, you can actually go in and get fragrances engraved with a special message or initials, and you can even do it with certain makeup products as well. Wow. So if you really want a personalized fragrance, I think that's my best tip.
I'm just going to give it a little sniff.
Yes,
first of all,
I'm wearing it today.
Yeah, okay, is that what you're wearing?
Yes,
I was going to say, you smell incredible.
It's a little bit, it's vanilla, but it's also a little spicy.
No, it's really nice.
And brown sugar in there too.
And beautiful to look at, and I love the engraving
So
element.
so with this gift set, there's the full size and the mini size, which, you know, I just absolutely love.
Well, this is the time of year for sets, and you get a lot of value.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Charlotte Tilbury, one of my favorites.
It's the best. So makeup sets also so huge at Sephora, and Charlotte Tilbury, she's a preeminent makeup artist, and so this is her mini, it's the Airbrush Flawless Mini Setting Spray Kit. So there's 2 setting sprays that you get. It makes your makeup last for up to 16 hours. It's party season. You may not need 16 hours, but she's got you prepared, and so you can use it as a makeup primer. You can set your makeup with it. You can refresh your makeup with it. It's so great.
Oh, a morning show host dream for sure. Oh, Summer Fridays, I do love their stuff.
This is all the cool girls. Yeah. This is like the viral set of the moment. So Summer Fridays, they have their iconic lip glosses. So this kit gets you 2 of the iconic lip glosses and their jet lag face mask, which is in this very cool tube. And these smell incredible. This is hot cocoa. The 2 lip glosses.
Oh, okay, I have a brown one, but it's a lighter brown than this. It's not cocoa.
This is limited edition.
Okay.
And this is toasted marshmallow.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so you're gonna smell as festive, even if you're not indulging in hot chocolate this season. It's the best.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is the holidays in a tube. Can you just tell me quickly about the mask?
So it's actually got shea butter in there, and it's really, it kind of took off because people were putting it on. It's called the jet lag mask. People were putting on their flights. I haven't done that yet, but it's really meant to sort of like like refresh your skin when you're feeling dull, dehydrated, or you've taken a trip, and it's really thick and beautiful. Not thick, but it just like feels like a really like a cocoon.
No. Yeah, it's like it does. It's not greasy, but it's substantial, and yeah, that feels like heaven.
So good.
All right, what have you got here?
Good hair days. We were just talking about that before
Yours
we
looks
came
great,
on.
by the way.
Thank you very much. So my secret is with Olaplex. This is their iconic shine set. So it comes with a full size of their bond smoother. This is a totally viral product, really amazing for making your hair shiny, soft, smooth, all about repairing damage. And then it comes with the little oil as well, which I love for touching up. You can put these either on damp or dry hair, all about making your hair shine, again, at Sephora Canada.
Oh, yeah, and this oil like this is my trick for after, like if I do my own hair, it keeps it from getting, like it's, the ends stay nice and soft like that. They don't look dry.
And also my trick with this one is to prevent static as well, because we are in static season, so an oil is good for that.
Okay, what's this?
Finally, we want to talk about the amazing value sets that Sephora Collection has. So Sephora Collection is the in-store brand at Sephora, and they have some of the best beauty at the best prices. So this is really cool. This is a lip cream set. So it comes with these 5 lip creams that are, let me tell you, they do not budge when you are having a mocktail, cocktail. They are amazing, great colors, 5 different ones, and it's in this really fun little set. It is $110 value. That is $53, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, and I love that they're really flattering on most skin tones, so it's like there's something for everyone in this makeup gift set.
A great tip. Yeah, those are fantastic. And like gift receivers of all ages would appreciate something like that.
Absolutely. And I love that they're mini, so you can pop them in your purse on the go when you're going to holiday parties and whatnot. So it's so fun.
And I will say, from the mouths of babes, my children say that if nothing else, please get me a Sephora gift card.
You know it. That's a crowd pleaser, let me tell you. And then they shop for themselves. It's a win-win.
Well, Jill, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, we are going to take a break. It's 8:27. We'll be back right after this.
Smoky and beautiful Cape Breton. Maybe a great day to ride the gondola if you could. Not sure if it's closed for the season or not. Great question. Latavia will have one last look at the forecast, and I'll have your last look at your local news headlines as we enter the last 30 minutes of the Tuesday edition of...
Welcome back. The time now is 8:30. We're almost done our show, but still lots to tune into, so make sure you stick around. In terms of the weather, it's been cold.
Yes.
Seasonal, obviously, but
it is. That does make for some beautiful mornings, though. Like some of the live eyes this morning have been fantastic. Like that one there in Cape Smoky. Like the Bredor Lakes, sheesh. Gorgeous around there.
Oh my gosh, no matter the time of year.
Like, look at that. Now, you're not sure if the gondola's working. I could probably get somebody who could get some tools. We could get it going up.
Why not? Let's do it.
Do it till the cops catch us.
Do we tell them? Yeah.
On the
Can't catch me.
Kidding. I actually would not know how to do that, and I never would. But in my dreams.
Right? It would be a nice ride.
It'd be a fun movie. That would be a great movie thing.
That was young Crystal. That was
exactly.
back in the day.
A Crystal that I once knew. Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, as you can see here, a little bit of sunshine starting off your day, a bit cloudy as well. It is cold, so keep that in mind when you are heading out. Really, right across the region, we are seeing a cold start to the day. Temperatures will warm up, become above seasonal for parts of the region as well. So we'll take a look at our current temperatures, and you're going to see a cold start ahead. Make sure to layer up before heading outdoors. -3 degrees in Charlottetown as well as into Fredericton and Halifax. -1 in Sydney, -9 in Labrador City with -6 degrees in Happy Valley Goose Bay. 0 in Corner Brook with 1 in Gander and 2 degrees in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. We are going to see sunshine early this morning for parts of Atlantic Canada. Also seeing a bit of mixed precipitation, so a chance of flurries and a chance of showers for parts of the region. Clearing out for the most part, leaving a bit of sunshine yet again into the afternoon. In terms of the wind, we'll be picking up across Atlantic Canada. As of right now, 19 kilometers per hour for North Cape, 17 into Yarmouth and Canso, 15 in Moncton, 13 in Miramichi. One wind gust to notify you of at this time, 30 kilometers per hour in North Cape. We'll take one last look at your long-range forecast, but first, one last look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. New this morning, nearly 200 people are living in encampments and other unsheltered locations across Halifax, but close to 5 times that amount are experiencing homelessness in transition homes, hospitals, and shelter programs. The data for the annual point-in-time count is from dozens of volunteers who went to encampments, street routes, and parking lots to count people experiencing homelessness over 2 days in October. In total, the count found 1,150 people are experiencing homelessness in the HRM, which is a slight increase from 1,132 reported last year. The report notes it does not capture people experiencing hidden homelessness, for example, people who couch surf. Representatives from Nova Scotia Power are set to appear at a government committee meeting this afternoon to answer questions on billing and safety concerns. PCMLA Kyle McQuarrie, a member of the Natural Resources Committee, said in a news release that he requested the meeting after constituents reached out to him regarding inflated power bills. Nova Scotia Power dealt with one of the largest cybersecurity breaches in the province this spring and has previously said some customers' bills were impacted as a result. Since the breach, the utility has been issuing bills based on estimates of average usage, which many customers around the province have said are much higher than previous years. In New Brunswick, new charges have been laid in the ongoing investigation of a double homicide of a Dieppe couple 6 years ago. Police have charged a woman and 4 men with conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the double homicide of Bernard and Rose Marie Saunier. The bodies of the 78-year-old man and 74-year-old woman were found inside their home in September of 2019.
It's not over when the first charge is laid. It's over when the case is solved. And in this case, we knew that there was more to be done. And although it's taken this long, we will never stop until all avenues are properly investigated.
Jansen Brian Baker of Moncton was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in this case in 2023. Monique Alicia Boyer, Jesse Todd Logue, Nicholas Daniel Bain, and Christopher Allen Lennon are the other 4 accused of conspiracy to commit murder. Police say they were able to determine all 5 had conspired to kill Silvio Saunier, the son of Bernard and Rose Marie. Silvio Saunier died in January 2023. Police say foul play was not suspected. All 5 are scheduled to make a court appearance next week. A Cape Breton man has been charged with second-degree murder in connection with a woman's death. Police say officers were called to a report of a woman in medical distress at a house on Sunday. She died of her injuries in hospital. 40-year-old Sloan McDonald of Sydney Mines was arrested at the scene. Police say McDonald knew the victim but haven't released any other information, including her name. A 23-year-old Havelock man is facing charges after shots were allegedly fired at a home in Digby early Sunday morning. RCMP say they arrested a suspect after being called to a break and enter at a home on West Street. They believe the man broke into a gun cabinet in the house and used it to shoot at another house. No one was hurt. Dallas Troy Doucette is facing more than 20 charges. He remains in custody after a court appearance yesterday. A wind project involving the Member 2 First Nation has passed the environmental review stage. The project is set to begin construction in late 2026 and is expected to generate 432 megawatts of electricity from 54 wind turbines that will be roughly 222 meters long. The province says the project must comply with 58 terms and conditions aimed at protecting the environment and human health. The government believes the project will create 350 to 400 construction jobs over a 2-year period and then 20 to 35 full-time jobs once it's operational. Finally, Times Square has unveiled its newly redesigned New Year's Eve ball in the Big Apple.
We're here for the inaugural ball raising for the Centennial New Year's Eve ball. It really is an exciting day in Times Square to unveil this brand new ball.
She's a beaut, Clark. This is Times Square's 9th ball, the largest yet, too. And the redesign took 9 years. The Constellation Ball has an advanced lighting and motion system, as well as a new interactive audio feature. And it also continues a tradition for Times Square. It dates back to 1907.
What a fun tradition it is.
It is. That will drop before you know it.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, a little ticker tape flying through the air. It's sparkly.
I tip my hat to anyone who can stay up till midnight, especially New Year's Eve.
You have a big disco nap that day.
I haven't seen midnight on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
Like 4 years, probably 5. Going on 5 now, definitely won't make it.
No. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, guess what? If you like to listen to 90s music, listen up. The Goo Goo Dolls are coming back to Atlantic, Canada.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Singing in the rain. Wowzy, wow, wow. Hopefully that's not going to be the weather. I believe it's an indoor show anyway. The band just announced a run of Canadian dates for spring 2026, including stops in our region. So April 10th at the Scotiabank Centre in Halifax. No rain unless they put fake rain on the players, the band rather, on April 10th at the Avenir Centre in Moncton. Again, indoor venue. No rain unless it's part of the show.
The rain's kind of working.
Well, it's
That's
certainly,
a tone.
yeah, but gosh, is that safe to be playing electric guitars in the rain? I don't know. Tickets go on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. if you're interested.
I did have some girlfriends message me last night. They said, "Do you want to go to Goo Goo Dolls?" It's been a while. I was such a huge fan.
That's awesome.
The great band.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We have an amazing show, I'm sure.
You know what I saw yesterday? Biff Naked was on TV. I was like, is that Biff Naked?
Yes. On
Wild.
On our Toronto show.
Yes, on the national.
For Your Morning.
Yeah.
I will tell you a real fun fact before we get to community calendar. I was interviewing Biff Naked when the Twin Towers hit.
Whoa.
I was in Montreal. She was my interview, and they were like in my ear, Crystal, as soon as you're done with Biff, you have to go to a live shot from New York.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Whoa. That is a
wild
fact indeed.
Yeah, indeed. So
Big pivot.
Indeed. So anyway.
What a time.
Yeah, just thought I'd share that quick little nugget of anecdote. In any case, community calendar time.
All right, let's switch gears. We'll talk about what's taking place in community calendar. So enjoy Christmas at the Sea in St. Andrews and celebrate everything Christmas with them. Experience the magic of their lovely town during the holidays. The event will be held at Market Square and the historic downtown district from now until December 14th. For additional information to find out more about what's taking place, head over to the website on your screen. And whether you've been naughty or nice, Elvis Stoico is coming to town for Stars on Ice, and he's bringing some friends along with him. So this would be the perfect early holiday gift, and the show runs from now until December 10th at Credit Union Place. To grab your tickets, head over to their website. And it's that time of year. The Evergreen Festival returns to the Halifax waterfront. We mentioned this last week on the show. This will be a 4-week-long outdoor winter celebration of Nova Scotian food, spirits, craft, art, and so much more from now until December 14th, so you still have time. Check out the festival map to figure out all the details on local vendors, restaurants, attractions, and enjoy holiday light displays. There's a website on your screen to find out more details. And if you do have an upcoming event, send us the details. We'd love to promote it. Your Morning Atlantic at ctv.ca.
Oh, so many good events happening right now. Thanks for that, Latavia. Quick break here. When we return, we're going to some winter essential gift ideas, whether it's for yourself or someone else. Keep your skin healthy over the cold winter months. Details coming up next.
Welcome back. Here's a live look at Burnt Coat Head. Welcome, and it's 8:44. Beautiful sunshine starting off your day. It is 1 degree in your area, so a cool start to the day. Temperatures are expected to warm up a little bit later on, but pretty cold early this morning, so layers is the key. Into the afternoon for our daytime highs, it will become above seasonal for parts of the region. We do have lots of sunshine across the region as well today, but a bit of mixed precipitation returns. As of right now, -3 degrees in Fredericton, -4 in Moncton, -3 starting off your day in both Charlottetown and in Halifax, -1 in Sydney, and 2 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland. You can see by our forecast timeline, we do have a lot of sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada. Also going to see a chance of flurries and or showers for parts of Atlantic Canada as well. So into the northern region of New Brunswick, looking at a chance of flurries. Parts of Cape Breton Island also seeing a chance of flurries starting off your day. And then we do have a bit of flurries and or showers for parts of both Newfoundland and Labrador. Into the evening, much of the same for Newfoundland, but for the rest of the region, increasing cloudiness taking us into early Wednesday morning, where it is going to be cloudy skies early Wednesday, and another low pressure system heading our way, bringing periods of rain back around to the maritime region. If you're wondering about snowfall and the totals we're seeing, it's only looking around 1 to 5 centimeters for Labrador City and in Corner Brook. Starting off the day in New Brunswick for today, we are looking into the north. A chance of flurries starts off the day and then clears out, leaving sunshine for the central and southern region of the province. Looking at sunshine starting off your day, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon. Prince Edward Island also seeing lots of sunshine throughout your day. Wind picks up with gusts of up to 50. Daytime highs between 5 to 7 degrees. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, we will be seeing a chance of flurries for parts of Cape Breton Island and lots of sunshine for this part of the province. And then for the rest of Nova Scotia, starting off the day with sunshine as well, increasing cloudiness into your afternoon, wind gusts of up to 50. Newfoundland and Labrador, we are going to see a bit of sunshine for parts of Labrador, also seeing a chance of flurries for Labrador City with a high of -4 and 4 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland. And we are going to see showers and or flurries start off the day, clearing, leaving sunshine into the afternoon, and then returning into the evening hours. So Wednesday's forecast, we do have this low pressure system making its way over, bringing periods of rain for much of the maritime region. Newfoundland and Labrador remaining cloudy for the most part. And then into Thursday's forecast, early in the morning, another low pressure system makes its way over. A chance of some scattered showers for the maritime region and a bit of mixed precipitation expected for parts of Newfoundland. Crystal.
Thank you, Latavia. It's 8:47 now, and as the temperature drops outside, it's time to pick up your winter routine. Now is the perfect moment to make some seasonal swaps to look and feel great all winter long. Joining us now with some more cold weather essentials is our partner and beauty contributor, Carly Ostroff. Good morning, Carly.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. Where are we going to begin with your little journey of winter essentials?
Okay, so this year I'm fighting back against dry skin season, starting in the shower with this Dove Deep Moisture Body Wash, because it gives you this instant 24 hours of lotion soft skin, and it's got everything that you really need to nourish and moisturize the skin, especially in those colder months. This one is such a gentle formula. It's paraben and sulfate free as well. So because it's nourishing your skin's moisture barrier, it's also a great option for everyday use. It's available at all the retailers near you, and it comes across different sizing, although I will suggest just getting the largest.
Get the jumbo. We appreciate that. Does it smell good, Carly?
So good. It's a really beautiful one for every day. I love it.
Wonderful. All right, let's move on to your next product. Looks like skincare is on the list.
Yes, so for maximum hydration, I chose this Neutrogena Hydro Boost collection, starting with the Hydro Boost gel cream because they packed it with hyaluronic acid. So it's nice and lightweight, but it penetrates deep in the skin's surface to give you maximum hydration. And it's a favorite of Canadian pop star Tate McRae. I've also got the Hydro Boost Serum, which is great for sensitive skin types. And it's been clinically proven to give 72 hours of hydration. And we can't forget the Hydro Boost Mask because it contours right to the face. So you can soak in all those amazing skincare benefits, especially that clinically proven hydration.
Okay, yeah, those winter can be so dry with the heat and everything. I believe that we should do everything we can to stay hydrated. Also, my hair dries out in the wintertime. Looks like you've got an idea that might solve that problem.
I do. I've got you covered. This is from OGX, and this is the Bond Protein Repair collection. And I started with this heat protection spray because it repairs and protects the hair from heat damage up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And it also makes your hair look and feel really soft, smooth, and shiny, while it's also giving you that protection. This is something you want to apply to damp hair. It has a bond building technology, and it works best with the rest of this Bond Protein Repair collection, which you can see here really has everything that you need to cleanse, condition, and style your hair.
Yeah, and you know what I love about OGX? The packaging. Those little bottles are so cute.
Perfect for the holidays, too.
It does look, yeah, definitely. Okay, and finally, it looks like you got some cozy things to wear this winter.
So Canadians know there's no better than Canada Goose, and this is the Chilliwack parka, and you can see it's got a crop style. It's made from this recycled fabric, and so it has kind of a little bit of a texture to it, a matte finish. We've got the signature scuba hood, and it even has this little drawstring to help seal in the warmth. I've paired that with the Arctic wool cap, which is made from 100% recycled, responsibly sourced wool. And of course, can't forget leather gloves. These are the rib leather gloves that are actually outfitted with these tech-friendly fingers. So they're great to stay connected. And you can find it all either in-store at Canada Goose or CanadaGoose.com.
Well, Carla, I do find when I have a nice statement coat for the winter that it does help those gray, cold days feel a little bit cozier, honestly.
Agreed.
Agreed. Okay, thanks for these great suggestions, Carly.
Thank you.
That was our partner and livestock contributor, Carly Ostroff. We're going to take a little break and be right back after this. Current time now, 8:51.
Welcome back. This is the time where we share your text messages that you sent us throughout the show. We were asking, it was kind of a fun question, like if you were to marry, if you were to have your wedding where you and your partner first met, like where would it be and why? We have some of the cutest meet cute stories courtesy of you, so thank you for sharing. Let's begin with Shelly R., who says, my husband and I met at the private airstrip in Apple River, Nova Scotia. I'm from the Annapolis Valley and had just started my teaching career in Advocate Harbor. His cousin used to fly me over to the Waterville Airport where my mom would pick me up for the weekend. It was on my way back after Apple Blossom Weekend 1992. Me and my 2 wiener dogs, when we disembarked, he was waiting to go fly with his cousin.
What a Shelly living the jet set lifestyle.
For real.
Right?
Wow. I want to see the Hallmark movie of this very scenario.
What was it like when you landed? Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. Also too, Annette from Lower Sackville says, in front of my husband's high school locker in Quebec City. I was 15 and he was 17. He got injured playing football and was on crutches. Look, he dropped his books when I walked by and I stopped and picked them up for him. We've been married for 46 years.
Okay,
that's so romantic.
So romantic. I'm also looking to the feature film on this love story as well. Perfect. Hollywood classic.
I know. There are so many good ones. Donna from St. John also texted us and says, I met my now boyfriend 46 years ago, but we've been together for 3 years now. Yeah, reconnected. If we were to marry where we met, it would have to be on a Ferris wheel at the St. John exhibition.
My gosh, Donna, let's do it. I'm going to get the Justice to the Peace license. I will marry you on the Ferris wheel.
Like, how cool would that be?
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Okay, it keeps going. Scott from Millville over in Cape Breton. My mom's kitchen. My wife of 38 years came to our house with a friend to return a dress her friend borrowed from my mom. When I saw her, it was love at first sight. Still as beautiful today as when I met her 38 years ago.
What a keeper.
That's a great story.
Guys, I can't stop. You guys are so sweet. We end with Lindsay from Halifax, who says, if we got married where we met our partner, it would be a bus stop. We took the same bus to work and worked in the same building. I turned one morning and said hi to him, and the rest is history.
Oh my goodness.
See, I'm glad you were like broke out of your fear and just like said hi.
Just said hi. Oh my gosh, I love those stories.
You never know where it's gonna go.
You want to share yours, Crystal?
Okay, so if I were to met where I met my husband, we met on the track team back in the day when I was in university.
Yes.
And so I guess it would be beside the track outside, which is great. But that's when I first met him. But my husband's 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
So, you know, if you think back to when you're in school, like 2 years is a big difference. So when I first met him, I wasn't interested because I was like, you know, way cooler being 2 years older. And more, he was just a mere freshman. But then after like a little bit of time, I got to know him. And I'd say the place where we really met is one time we were going off on a long track and field trip.
Yes.
And he was sitting there and I was kind of late getting on the bus and I said, is this seat open? And I sat beside him and then we got talking and I just got to know him and I fell in love. So I guess we get married on a coach bus.
Pretty cool.
It is still on brand. And if I may, they go for runs together
We
too.
do. We still run together after all these years. It's like a little date. We go to the gym as a date.
So adorable.
Yes. Oh, we loved hearing your stories today, though.
So thank you for sharing them. Thank you for texting us your sweet love stories. We love it. Tomorrow, Charm's going to be part of our holiday haul. That's going to be fun. See you tomorrow.